Hello everyone, and welcome to Pirates of the Red Isles. I am your benevolent DM here, Wuten, and just going down the list here, we're going to introduce our players here. So, first on the list we have Cygnus playing as Hana.
Hello.
We have Ulki being played by Ebony Inkstone.
Hey.
We have our sea captain Saphyrus being played by GutiSerenade.
What's poppin', players?
We have our resident ship wizard being played by, being performed by Valen, played by Solar.
Magic noises intensify!
Oh my goodness. And last we have Chaotic playing as our resident ship surgeon, Aesop. I believe he may be AFK at the moment, so we can't do his intro, but we'll get to that when we come to it. Luna and Kai are unable to make it today due to various IRL circumstances. We wish them the best, and hope that we'll see them in the next session. And we have a potential special guest joining us, but she is currently lurking. And we'll see what happens with that once we get into the game proper. But last time on Pirates of the Red Isles, the crew raided and captured their first pirate ship. And they have added their ship to the crew. And I believe with that, we were going to resolve that, because I believe at the end of last session, we literally just ended combat. Didn't really have any time for roleplay afterwards, so let's slide on over to the ship here.
Nice vessel. Mine now. Peas on it.
Captain,
I'm
this is
the cat.
This is not like a dog thing, sir.
I peed on your ship, Captain. It's mine.
Oh, fuck, you can have it. Jesus.
Oh, that's not springing a leak.
God damn it.
Jesus Christ. Sola, you finished uni and now you're an entirely different person.
I'm sorry, it's just...
I love it.
It's really good to do D&D again.
We
It's been
have,
so long,
we
2
have
weeks.
unhinged Solar with sleep.
I love
This
it.
is the one. This is the score I've been waiting for.
I know. It's been a while. I just missed you guys a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So, combat has literally just ended, and Ulki, you are currently still grappling the unconscious captain. The crew has lowered their weapons in surrender, and yeah, that is currently where we're at right now.
Okay, so if anyone is probably Nagaina and Ryuuko can see it more closely. But if anyone is paying attention to him, he is grabbing this guy because he's grappled by my tentacle. So
Yeah.
I'm holding it firmly and just staring very intensely at him, and you probably can see a little bit of spit dripping out of the corner of his mouth. Drool, sorry, not spit, but
Yeah.
Did you guys already start up?
Just introductions here.
Okay, I'm sorry. I've nursing a headache all morning, so I'm just
No worries.
taking everything I can. It's feeling under control at the moment. No pain, so hopefully we'll be all right.
All right.
I got you, man.
That's good. That's good. So, Ulki staring at the grappled, unconscious body of the captain. Very bestial wrath. Drooling and whatnot.
Well, shall we tend to our new vessel then?
I suppose we should. That was relatively painless, all things considered.
Ryuuko taps on Ulki to sort of break his concentration. Hey, big guy, you can let him go.
No.
Okay. I call him across the from our ship.
Pulls out spray bottle.
Would you do it for an Ulki snack?
Are you calling for him, Seth?
Just like when if he's still giving a look of like menacingness, I'm just like Saphyrus is gonna kind of look at you just with a look that you like, come on now, behave. We can have a nice little chat with the lad.
You're crackling pretty bad for me, Guti. I'm not sure if anyone else is
okay.
hearing it.
Oh, I thought it was only me.
It is there,
Alright, 1
yes.
second.
It's always kind of strange. The crackling to me also makes it feel like he's talking faster. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it's how it's encoded.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That sounds.
Okay.
Perfect.
Perfect.
So, Wuten, do you need us to roll anything to swing on over to the other ship, or?
Now that combat's over, you could basically just take 10 to swing over. It's no problem.
Okay. Well,
I guess I will do that.
I will as well.
What is the
Alright.
DC?
It's 10.
And
As long
it's an
as you don't
acrobatics
have...
check, right?
It is an athletics check.
Okay. Fuck, where's athletics there? Okay. I was gonna say if it's acrobatics, I would actually fail. I'm not very good on my feet. It's just how it works. So here we go.
There you go.
Oh,
Which is also because
Athletics,
apparently
you
he also has apparently a dex damage, I think. Why do I have dex? I think it's because of my
One of your extracts.
Yeah, your extract.
no, I think it's my cognition.
Yeah,
After it's finished, I think I take strength and dex damage, so.
that sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, one moment.
Damn. I don't think we had any casualties, did we? Like no one on our side took any
No
damage
one-
whatsoever.
No one on your side. Yeah, you managed to take the entire vessel quite quickly. Yeah, it was all over in about 12 seconds. So
Squad 1, Squad 2, Squad 3, and Mario.
oh yeah,
No kidding.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Mario.
And Mario.
Yes.
So do we get like a perfect bonus? Is that how this works? We DDRing it?
God.
Strength.
Perfect.
Do we get an
Perfect.
S rank multiplier? You know.
Well, you know
We get
what?
extra rolls on the loot box table.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
god,
it's a
loot
pirate
boxes.
campaign.
Yeah. Oh my
We
god.
legitimately are getting loot boxes, though. It's a pirate campaign.
Yeah.
D&D loot boxes, please no.
Fucking pirates immortal.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
How many gem drops did we get, boys?
Oh,
I think what I did for that was I gave y'all an extra point of plunder for it, so you got 3 points of plunder from this ship.
Hot damn.
Awesome.
Yeah.
okay.
No casualties, and get a little extra pirate loot. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Good stuff.
I had something I was gonna do, but if you guys want to do some RP, go ahead.
Well, Guti, you are the captain. How would you like to proceed here?
All right, well, has Ulki placed the captain down then, or?
I don't believe so.
Sorry. Sorry, Mike.
Welcome back.
I just wondered if you had put the captain down yet, is all.
He's not letting him go.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, go on. You can release him. You can have a little chat with the man and let him know of our of his what's what I'm looking for?
New employees.
Repo. New employers, yes. The reacquisition and repurposing of his former vessel.
It sounds like you're still crackling, Guti.
Okay, I will be right back then.
If I may, is it like to do with like the connection to your mic? Is it like are all the cables in solidly? If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pull all the cables out and just stick them all back in.
Yeah.
Trying to remember what the
Well, while Saphyrus is making dial tone noises from his mouth,
He's just got like static eyes and just dial tone.
exactly. Hana will step up and say, Ulki, it's over. You can let him go. Don't make me make it an order.
I'm gonna roll.
Let me see a D100, my dude.
Oh, you're gonna determine the result?
Do you? Well,
I don't mind if you do.
well, I just wanted to see the dice roll. Is all. No worries.
Well, that's either really good or really bad.
Fast is good, yeah.
Highest bad or lowest bad?
That's up to you.
High is good.
High is usually good in this game.
He's going to reluctantly just let him drop to the floor.
So how much of a mangled corpse is he at this point?
He's not mangled or anything. He is. You do get some Half-Life 2 collision sound effects when he hits. Just you know, because he's dropping from, I'd probably say like 10-ish feet, roughly. Because he's
Got it.
Ulki's a big guy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
And when he drops, he's just gonna turn a bit defiantly.
Okay.
Don't call us that. And he's a little bit upset.
Don't call you what?
The name.
What name should we call you by?
Did I miss something?
He appears to be objecting to the name Ulki all of a sudden.
Hmm? He's gonna ponder for a moment. We'll tell you another time. When we think about it.
Okay.
Duly noted. Now then, it's going to stride past question mark as well as this other guy who was left alive.
Mhm.
I will just Aesop just cocks his head slightly. And that's about it.
Mighty fine vessel, good sirs. I think it'll go great, and I think it'll look very nice in my Armada collection. Now then. And I suppose we'll see if we can't perhaps try and wake up the captain.
All right.
In the meantime, I might Cygnus, should I just go ahead and make the announcement to the other crewmates here?
Sure.
What do you say, Cygnus? Good option.
I'm sorry, you cut out slightly. What was the question?
I think I should just go ahead and make a little announcement to these other crewmates here.
Yeah, I mean, I think we usually just called it a persuade check to see how many of them, were willing to accept the new state of things. So.
Sure. This vessel is now in the possession of Captain Saphyrus Orchuda. Any of you who wish to join the crew and break your own shackles of what you deem a life of servitude for bitter coin, you are free to join us. But if you wish to maintain those shackles and make petty cash for people who will think they'd be wasting spit were they to spit upon you, then I suppose we'll find a means to drop you off at another locale. But such a life. I pity any who choose the second option. Think wisely, and I wouldn't make any attempts of anything. I wouldn't try any sudden movements if you were wise.
You just have various members of your crew just with their weapons out, just waving them in a very sort of intimidating way to shore up your words. And I've already rolled the result for this, but go ahead, just roll your diplomacy check for just for kicks.
Maybe you'll add or minus a % or 2 from various rolls and go, maybe it's one more person says, who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah. Fucking solid.
Yeah, 29. All right. In that case, that will be 15 sailors plus the captain.
Excellent.
Okay.
Let's bring the captain to and get his take on the matter.
Okay, is this the sort of unconscious where I can just slap him awake, or is this the sort of unconscious that will require the ship's doctor to attend to him?
For the sake of flavor, let's go ahead and just let the slapping wake him up.
Yes. Cat batting at his nose.
It's like
breakfast.
Breakfast.
Hurry this up. Hana wants her breakfast.
What the? Looking around, he sees he is clearly surrounded and clearly outmatched.
Well, welcome to the new pirate order, Captain.
Well, I guess there's not really much choice I have in the matter here. So who's in charge around here?
That would be Captain Saphyrus.
Two fingers to my head and a shit-eating grin with a wink.
As he sort of shakily gets to his feet. As he like dusts himself off. He's a very sort of posh looking man here. Let me get his picture here. Where the fuck is he? There he is. Captain, former Captain Aspar Tharkador. Suppose I'm at your service then.
My, the turnaround. You're wise. You're a survivor. I like that.
I take my, I see the clear options here, and I'm not keen on being left to some port somewhere to scrape out a meager living. So,
Very wise choice, sir.
as he crosses his arms. Captain Saphyrus, what shall you have your new crew do?
Well, I figured this ship might need itself a decent squibbing. And, I suppose we're going to need you to show us all of your valuables and tradables. Your shinies, shall we say.
All right. Well, the ship, suppose I'll let you in on the info there. That's, we are part of Arkstone Trading Company. The ship is named the Kurstov. Since you said you're wanting a squibbing, I'm not sure if you're wanting to keep that name or if you're wanting it to be changed to something else. Usually pirates, when they squib, they change the name as well.
Well, I'm sure we'll have time to mull over it.
Well, for what it's worth, I'm fine remaining captain of this ship and sailing it under your banner. Not entirely sure about the rest of the crew yet. You might need to leave a couple of people here as influence, so to speak.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask, Guti, are we comfortable leaving him in charge?
Here's my take on things. If we're gonna be rolling over to Lilywhite, and let's go ahead and discuss this out of character while we're at it. If we're all going to be making way for Lilywhite, it probably isn't going to serve. It'd be one thing to want to flex a ship that we just stole and be like, "Yeah, what's up? We just stole a ship on our way over here. What's up?" In the state that it's in, but it is also a little busted from that ram job. And I'm not rephrasing that, by the way. So my thought is we split the group. We split the whole crew. That one group can go take this for a swimming, and then the rest of us can go to Lilywhite. But that being said, we should leave some trustworthy folk on our end to make sure that,
Well, the fact that the other captain even gave that as an option shows more than likely he's willing to acquiesce, because one of his first things he said is, maybe you want to leave some of your own crew here to make sure that we behave, basically, which is like, well, I mean, if you're the one who straight said it, I mean, you're probably trustworthy.
Sure, but depending on how much he values his own chances, he could be thinking of taking them as hostages or whatever else. I mean, I also need the reminder of...
Reverse psychology.
Yeah, I also need the reminder on which one Arkstone is. Are those the slavers?
No.
So,
I don't think
no.
they were.
No, they are not. They are specifically not the slavers. That was the Aspis Consortium.
Gotcha.
Were the slavers.
but they're still good to hit for riches.
Yes.
Right.
The Arkstone... let me see if I can find...
One of the big trading companies from Vera.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, right.
One of the other big families besides
Yeah.
Renamia and Ashworth.
Gotcha.
Well,
Yes, Ashworth.
yeah.
Not that we know anyone by that name.
So
No.
it's from what I remember saying, it wasn't actually a noble house of Baronish. This is someone who was very much a humble beginnings entrepreneur type that founded the company.
Not a noble family, but a
Yeah.
merchant.
Yeah.
Merchant family.
bit more
Yeah.
independent.
Exactly. Yeah.
The middle class.
Exactly. The middle class.
A mom and pop trading company.
Trading.
Started as mom and pop, quickly ramped up production and trading. And whatnot. Walmart. Yeah. Basically, they are actually pretty good example there. They are the Walmart of of Algerian. Yes. Perfect. All right. I love
So
it.
who's the real world equivalent of Aspis then?
Oh shit.
Let's see. What one was the big slaving shipping company back in the day?
The
I
British
was going to say, how
Empire?
fast can we get you demonetized here?
Triangular trade.
the triangular trade, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean the slave trade triangle?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Atlantic Triangle. That's it.
Yeah.
So we should split our group a little and
Oh my god.
get a squib job. Wait a minute.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Do a little squibbing.
I mean exactly what you said.
Oh, I thought you said squid, and I was like, okay.
Uh,
You
Could
do
be a
not want to
squid
squid anywhere near the things that would be considered for jobs. So,
just to clarify there, Goody. Were you thinking split us up as in split the party, or put some crew on the other ship and send it off?
I was thinking split the crew and keep like a fair amount of our new recruits as collateral on our ship.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sit there and
Yeah.
we basically we're randomly kind of reconstituting all crew between both ships sort of deal, which also means yes, some of ours are on there to keep an eye, but we also have some of theirs.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm fine with keeping. I'm personally okay with if we do that. I'm personally okay with leaving the former captain on his ship since he would probably know it the best.
Mhm.
But
Okay.
I'm also open to feedback on that.
Somebody of ours who's very powerful who can keep an eye on him on the side.
I agree. I'm
So-
not sure that any of the player characters would we want to do that too,
Mhm.
but
So
mean,
we could have potentially. I mean, if this is just me out of character speaking, probably Sandra could be a good option to lead this folk. Just because out of all of the members, she's probably one who we trust the most.
I will
Yeah.
also put in the suggestion of basically anyone from the Wormwood crew would be a good option.
Ooh,
They're
you know
they're
who I-
likely
you know-
your most trustworthy people to take charge on that situation. Secondly,
Also very good at spreading our message, why we're good to work for, sort of thing. Stories like, yeah, no,
Exactly.
they actually treat us really well.
exactly.
Yeah, you know who I'd honestly be okay with in that regard too? Probably among Cog, Areta, and possibly Narwhal or Mahim. Any of those guys I'd be really okay with.
what do we think about Broomdoll? Have we had him around
Oh,
long enough that we
Broom-
trust him?
The reason I didn't suggest Broomdoll, Sandra,
They're like
fucking Uncle Mario
They're-
and whatnot, because they are
Officers.
your ship officers. So
yeah, that's why I
yeah,
was.
that'd be like swapping those around.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
And since the other thing with like Areta too is that since she's the bosun's mate, she has bosun experience over there. She could
Yeah.
we've seen she can beat ass if she needs to. So.
Yeah.
True. But remember that she's also only a comparatively recent and unwilling convert to our side of things.
Maybe it would convince her that we're not as bad as we think if it's like, yeah, we're willing to give you a bigger position. You basically be the bosun of this ship instead
Yeah,
of being a bosun's mate.
The chat
Yeah.
that we had with her, she was like, as long as we can get as much fucking plunder as we can, I am at your service. And I was like, you know what? We can make that happen. And look what we just did,
Yeah.
Enough.
Mhm.
So
You have solidified your position as, you're pretty profitable venture. Yeah.
So, if everyone's okay with that, I could have a quick little. Mind if I do a quick little RP with her to that end, everybody?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go for it, as well as figuring out which crew we're going to shuffle. And just as an aside, for me, Aesop is busy checking the other crew over for cuts and
Yeah.
bruises and helping things out afterwards. So
All right.
I'll
Good.
say
some more
well,
goodwill.
Yeah,
Good deal.
I'll say while this is also going on, Valen's doing his bit. He's probably taken some crew below deck and is conducting a full inspection of the ship. So,
All right.
just to check for damages.
Good deal. Well, I will, let's see. I'll go ahead and share what they have here, in terms of, like, armaments. Let me see if I can.
I believe you pinned it up last time.
I think so. Yeah, it was this.
It was 2 points of plunder, although I think you gave us 3.
Yeah, I bumped it up to 3.
Then they have a light ballista, they have a light catapult, and then there's all of the people's... It looks like I don't know if all of that was just stuff that we have that we can now sell, or that was stuff that they were wearing, and if that's the case, I'd probably leave them with it.
Yeah, that is the stuff that they were wearing, basically.
Would we want to leave them with their equipment?
To defend themselves would probably be not a bad option.
Yeah.
Because don't forget, Sahagins don't give a fuck who you are. So
That's true.
Well,
and they're
Yes.
pretty active.
well, I would take the Arkstone shipping manifests.
Oh yeah, those are ours.
Oh, absolutely. Give me that shit.
I would like to add that to my collection of documents that are not mine.
I mean, it's
All
not
of these
like
documents are confidential and they are not mine.
Oh, God.
Oh, speak
All right.
like a true librarian.
All right. So, we'll get you, Valen, some shipping manifests. We'll have you roll some linguistics later on if you're wanting to interpret those on your way
Sure.
to Lily White.
Sure.
All right. Good deal.
So we take the plunder, and then the rest of it gets left for them. Works for
Yep.
me.
Yep. They are given supplies to make the trip to Rickety Squibs, and are left with various crewmates of varying degrees. I'll let y'all pick out who you're wanting to send off with them at a later juncture.
We should also
And,
get a flag made for us when we go to Lily White, and then we can start handing that flag out to all of our ships.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be a
Absolutely.
good thing to do.
I'm sorry,
here.
as a last
well-
note, what did he say the name of the ship was?
The Cursed
Cursed.
of. Yeah,
The
I'm-
Curse.
Does that mean anything or just a name?
it's just a name.
Well, and just as a... Before we finish doing everything else, I was just taking a quick look, and if we want to keep with the theme, we have the Siren. What if we rename this one the Calypso?
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh.
So we just start going with sea monsters as our theme.
Mm-hmm. And when we eventually get like the 60-ton like galleon, Kraken.
Sailor.
That-
Oh,
that-
I was gonna say
The
sailor.
Leviathan.
Leviathan's a good one.
All good options.
We have plenty of options.
Why not just go all out? Jormungandr.
Oh Jesus!
Ooh.
That too.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
That's
The
for the,
sea
that's for the
serpents.
World War II battleship we get later.
Yeah. That's for when you guys eventually break into an ancient vault of Allagan technology. Anyway.
Suddenly 40k.
All right, so let's go ahead and slide on over to the map of the Isles. And there you are.
And
Can we
remember
eventually
the
just
role
have an
play out of the
aircraft
way.
carrier?
Can you what?
Can we eventually just have an aircraft carrier?
Kind of need aircraft for that.
Yeah, you would need an airship for that.
Can we just
However-
find one with like a complete fleet?
Um,
We'll work it out.
Can Valen just make them out of wood?
Oh my god.
we will we'll workshop that. Provided keep
It's
in
in
mind,
the Arcane Discovery box, okay?
yeah. A Golden Squadron. Jesus Christ. All right. So
May I go
that-
ahead and pull Loretta aside then real quick?
Oh yeah.
Oh, and don't forget to grab a piece of the ship, because we can use that to track them on the map and make sure they're going where we tell
Ooh,
them.
yeah, of course. Grab a piece of the ship. I will do that.
4. So it would take you guys about 4 days to make it to Lillywhite here.
I would say go ahead and get the role play and stuff done as well. I'm gonna go figure out all the things I'll be doing during those days.
All right,
There we go.
Perfect.
This is Saphyrus reaching Retta.
Bitch, you want to? Don't you want to make some real fucking money?
Some real fucking money?
Oh my
So while everybody's getting, moved about on different ships, and we're all hauling various loot wherever it needs to go and inspecting things, Saphyrus is going to go ahead and ask Retta to step aside with me for just a moment.
Come into my office. All right.
So as promised, got ourselves a good amount of loot. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. I'll be honest. I definitely wasn't expecting that, but you pulled it off pretty well.
Yes. And as a sign of as a little token of goodwill, since this is something we've discussed, I wanted to not only showcase that since we're all getting along so well now, much better than the Wormwood, I have an assignment for you if you're up to task.
What'd you have in mind?
This new captain, he's turned quite quick to our ways. Almost too quick. If you had seen the signs as well.
Yeah, I definitely don't. I don't see that happening so easily, especially from someone from Arkstone.
Indeed. Which is why I would like to keep him aboard his own vessel for the squibbing, but not only will we be taking some of our crew as a fair bit of collateral, but I was going to send some of ours on that vessel to Rickety Squibs as well. And I would like your eyes and ears to keep a very keen assessment of any plans. Make sure there won't be any turncoats or any sort of rough housing that might throw us or our crew apart.
Well, not any more rough housing than the typical. Ulki keeps calling it the Bodhi's Wane. I don't know about that. A typical bosun needs to keep things in line. I don't imagine you have a problem with that, do you?
Well, as someone who works as the bosun's mate would make a fine bosun themselves on this other ship for the time being, wouldn't they not?
I like the way you think. Last thing, are you wanting us to, once we're done with all the squibbing, swing back around to Lillywhite, or?
I was just about to ask that character, actually. What do we do for a rendezvous, guys? Have him come back to Lillywhite?
The only thing I'll say against that is that we are getting pretty close to Harrigan. If you see where he is currently on the map, it might be best if we plan to meet somewhere in the middle. What are these other red circles that are on the map? I know one of them was the plantation that we hit.
I think the orange circle was the plantation a little further south.
Was it?
So
Okay.
one is the
We had gone to Sengor. We hit them on the way up, and then we.
Yeah.
I forget what we did after that. But yeah.
These two. I'm assuming that you're referring to these two over here.
That's correct. Yeah.
Those are other slave plantations that you found from the manifest at the other slave plantation.
Well,
down
that could be a good place to meet if we
meet here and raise some hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
State a date and a time.
Well, also presumably it'll take them longer to finish retrofitting the ship than it will us to do our business in Lillywhite. So if we have a head start, we'll meet there at roughly the same time.
Yeah.
Or like at least a relatively close location, like maybe this tiny ass little
shoal or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, seeing as we can track them, I don't think they had a wizard so they could track us. But since we can track them, we could just assume that we're looking at calendars and going, it'll take you this long to get there, most likely. Go do that, and it'll take you this long for us to meet, I don't know, at this little island. And if we don't see you, we'll look for you and we'll sail towards you, basically.
Mhm.
Yeah. Basically, do as we
And
say.
then we'll raise the flag.
If you don't show up, we'll find you.
Okay. So I'll answer her, and in my response to that, I'll say like, "Well, it'll take a number of days for you to get there, as well as get the ship refurbished. So by the time we're done in Lilywhite, let's say we meet. We'll roll out the map. I talk this over with the crew. We'll meet roundabouts here in whatever amount of days' time we say, and then I pull my finger over just a little bit. We'll get ourselves even more loot. What say you to that?"
I like the way you think, new captain.
Now you can thank it. These are not decisions I solely make alone all the time. But all being said, riches are riches.
Well, won't let you down, and you keep this up, and you'll make a name for yourself yet.
Aye. And if there is any insubordination towards their new masters, you and our crewmates get as rough as you need to put them in place. Simple as that.
Pretty simple. I'll do my best not to roughhouse too much. I'll promise you that.
Excellent. Safe travels to you all then.
And you enjoy the Rum Punch Festival.
Rum punch. All right.
Good deal. Good deal. All right. So, after a night of celebrations and whatnot here, is there any other roleplay that people wanted to do here before starting up sailing off to Lilywhite?
I think Valen said he had something, didn't you?
Oh, not RP. Just wanted to check over the ship and make sure it's actually capable of sailing to Rickety Squibs.
Oh yeah, it's capable of sailing. There were some quick repairs that the ship's crew made as sort of like jerry-rigging it together.
Okay. Alright, that's fine then.
So it should be able to make the trip.
Yeah. And of course, I took a splinter from it.
Yes, of course. In addition, you guys will want to leave them with money to pay for the squibbing as well.
Right.
The cost of that is 20% of the base cost, so that will be 2,000 gold. Either 2,000 gold in either items sold or gold itself.
Plunder's worth about 1,000, right? Are we able to trade the plunder?
You could trade the plunder as well.
So we could leave them with 2 plunder to pay for it, and we could take the other plunder with us to Lilywhite and sell it.
Yeah.
Right. Would we be able to get the full amount that we get for plunder if we're not there and to sell it in person?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Because they Rickety, he knows you. He knows your good business. So 2 plunder will get you the full value.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So just send them off with 2 plunder. They'll get it squibbed, and you'll be all set to go there.
Gotcha.
And then you can figure out who on the crew is going off with that ship at a later point here, and I will create a little And let's see if I can do a friendly blue and yellow circle to represent the Kirstov.
Nice.
All right.
There we are.
And I do like the name Calypso.
Woo!
Yeah. Very nice.
All right.
We'll have them squib it to that. And I could think of some roleplay that I could do while we were on the way to Lilywhite, possibly. But,
All right.
There was one typical thing I wanted to do, and that is the very typical. Let's check on the wormwood,
All right.
because I think you guys might be suspicious of this too. You know, the idea that it's a pirate festival feels. You know, I don't want to risk the chances of them being there and us
Right.
not knowing about it. So I would like to check up on that.
All right.
All
Fair.
right.
What's
So
up?
if you check the
Yep.
the map again, let's see. Harrigan is over here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We'll just have to
Okay.
keep an eye on him over the course of a few days.
Yeah, I'll wait. I'll give it maybe 2 days, and then we'll try again.
So, question for you guys. Would you
Mhm.
like to use some ship funds for me to make some alchemic items?
What'd you have in mind, baby?
We had 4 days. I was just going to make some antitoxins, so I had those available in case we needed them.
Fair.
Yeah. Can you actually brew Cure Light?
I do have brew potion. I can do those too.
Okay.
It's half the price, and basically I think it just takes a day. I don't think there's even any checks. It's a day depending on the price, and for potions, if it's under 100 gold, it's 2 hours. But I
Okay.
can only make one per day. So I could
Got
make
it.
some alchemic items alongside some Cure Light Wounds potions.
I think it would be good for us to have those on hand, if possible. Just because we're getting more into ship-to-ship combat, and therefore having to make sure that our non-PCs are taken care of.
Yeah.
That's
Not
fair.
to mention, if there was a little nugget about Otaku Island itself being mostly unexplored. So if we end up doing that at some point, we don't know what kind of poisonous things there might be there. So antitoxins may not be a bad idea.
Agreed.
Good deal.
So nothing says I can't do both magical and non-magical in the same day. So over the course of 4 days, if you're willing to spend the ship funds, it would be if I just do baseline Cure Light Wounds. 4 potions of that would end up costing 100 gold pieces.
That's...
And then, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And then if I take 10 on my antitoxin checks, I make 29. And because I have Swift Alchemy, I can make 1 every day. So
Brilliant.
Perfect.
4 of those. Let me take the base price, divide it by 3, multiply by 4. 66 gold pieces, 6 silver, and 6 copper.
Okay, and that's each or total?
That's total.
Total.
Okay. Well, that's... Yeah, totally doable.
I'm just assuming, in a sense, using the ship funds is we're using stuff that's on the ship, basically, that we're picking up from various places.
It's your liquid assets on the
Exactly.
on the ship spreadsheet.
Yes. So I am deducting that now, if there are no objections from any other party.
No objections.
Okay.
Now I have 6 potions of Cure Light Wounds on my person.
Perfect.
Which I
And,
can hand out to whoever needs them.
Ebby, I presume you're also okay with sending your bosun's mate with the other ship, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I realized I did not ask first, so that is on me. Sorry about that.
No, you may want to have a chat with him though, but yeah, I am fine.
Okay. And you know what? I might just do that. If no one else has anything else for the moment.
A chat with Ulki?
Yeah.
I actually was going to do the same thing. So maybe you and I together.
Sure. I'd be glad for that.
I assume probably a little while after we claim the ship and whatnot.
Yep.
Probably after all of this is taken care of and everybody is
Yeah.
sailing off in the directions.
Okay, so Mutagen and Ulsaf should have wore off by now.
Yes.
It would make sense.
Okay.
There we go. I got your handouts there.
Oh, three elf boys.
All. Well, not quite.
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not.
Maybe.
2 elf boys
maybe.
and a question mark.
2 elf boys. What race are you?
Well, it's hard to say because his plague mask obviously does facial reactions. So
It does. So
I'm
what
sorry,
you're saying is he's a Tengu. Huh.
I can't. It's how I picture Aesop. Like if he has to raise his eyebrow, like the eye masks are going to adjust.
Is it like a Spider-Man kind of like eyes?
Like Spider-Man's eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Animated
yeah.
media has ruined my fucking perceptions. Anyway. So, I suppose with Aesop, Saphyrus will approach and not say your name, just out of a curious, just smile and ask, "You have a moment, bosun?"
Huh? Yeah, sure. Why not? What's up? And he usually from a moment he kind of like rubs his head a little bit, like a little headache and whatnot.
Well, after we claimed our new vessel, you gave off some very concerning. What's the word? God damn it! Gave off some very
Vibes.
concerning responses. Like evidently, we are no longer to address you by Ulki, for instance.
Wait, I said that?
Yes, to the no less did you say it to my first mate. And I don't believe she took too kindly for it either.
I don't recall most of that fight. I might have gotten a bit too drunk on the Kool-Aid, like they say.
Is that literal or?
Sometimes, mixing and drinking many things, you are not always in your 5 senses. Sometimes things are a bit of a blur.
He's then going to turn to Aesop inquisitively. Perhaps Aesop understands more of this.
Well, when you are imbibing so many different liquids and substances, they can interact in strange ways. The mind is just as capable of being affected as the body by, well, who knows what. Perhaps it would be worth it for you, Ulki, to sit with me, show me precisely the mixtures and the substances you are using. Maybe we can figure why you are not blacking out, but say you described it as a blur, rather.
Yeah, I remember jumping on the ship. I remember beating up the captain really bad. After that, details get a bit fuzzy.
Something involving your memory, most likely, then. That would make sense. Perhaps you and I should spend some time together. You could show me these things that you are doing. Perhaps we can figure why it would be happening.
Sure, wait. Did I say that anything bad to go, Captain?
Well, I was thinking to withhold this, but since you're curious, I will not tell you lies. First things first, you did not obey our commands, first and foremost, and we asked you to put him down. And then, secondly, to Miss Hana, you said, you directly told her, do not call me that. Which took her aback as well as the rest of us. And if you're going to shit talk, I can eat it all day. But I'm afraid I will not. But if you're going to be saying such to my first mate Hana, let alone the other crewmates, that I cannot abide. I have no problems if you're going to imbibe chemicals and the like to enhance your capabilities. They've served us well up until this point. But I want to ensure that if you're going to be continuing to use them, that such trivialities do not result in more disrespect towards your superiors. I will not have such on my ship. I do hope you understand.
I do. I just don't think I have any motives to disrespect your authority. It's weird. He's kind of like a bit puzzled, kind of like tentacle to his chin.
I have some items that I'm working on below deck. Why don't you come down with me now, and we can start trying to figure what we can.
Sure. So, Arata is going on, before we go, Arata is going to the other ship, right? So I assume I may need to step up a bit more as the boatswain.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm certain we could find a, if you need aid, I'm sure we have plenty of other crew members who could step in as an assistant as needed. Temporarily, of course.
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I do have also all the company I need as a mate with him, and I'm gonna pull out Ava just from the nape of my neck.
I'm going to... Saphyrus is going to puff his cheeks for a moment and then swallow. He will not lose his lunch over this.
You see the poor, literally, like in his picture, just holding for dear life to the tentacle.
And in, and out.
Thank you.
It is all the same that I wanted to still bring those matters to your attention. As for the more scientific practice, I will leave that trust. I will place that trust in you, Aesop.
Very well, Captain.
Do be well, both of you. I'm going to see to the others. And he will head back up to the top deck. I'll leave it to you guys.
Oh. So, I don't want it to... because this is improvised. I don't want it to seem like I'm just coming across like I suddenly seem to either know something or not Ebony, but it actually does relate to Aesop as well, so...
Mm-hmm.
So, as they're going below deck, he's going to put a hand on your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to look at you as best he can through his mask. Ulki, a question for you. Do you ever feel as though, say perchance, you are not the only one in your head? I mean, there is, of course, your little companions there. I'm not sure if you could feel her, his thoughts, when they are part of your body, perhaps?
Well, when we are fused, I can sometimes hear Ava trying to say something every now and then, but... I do feel differently every time I have every time I need to imbibe my mutagen. You know, like when you have like brain juice, it's kind of like a rush of adrenaline.
Well, trust me, I understand. Whenever I have yours, I believe you could say mutagen. Is a similar concoction on my end.
Right. Perhaps. Should I need to make maybe any kind of roll, Wooden, or would I just probably know this?
This honestly would probably be up to your discretion, really. What are you
really
trying
felt
to?
a need? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, like what are you wanting to sort of discover? I guess would be the word.
Because telling apart Ava, like the familiar from him, is easy, but telling apart anything else is something that I don't think might have crossed his head before.
In that case, I would roll a. Let's see.
Well, I actually would suggest charisma being involved because that's very much about force of personality. If there was a second personality, charisma feels like it would be the thing most.
Yeah,
involved.
that sounds about right. Yeah, just roll me a charisma check. See what you get.
Okay.
You're definitely so you yourself don't feel anything aside from the blurriness when this happens, but from what the rest of the crewmates were describing when all of this was going down, definitely sounds like there's something going on there in terms of you not acting like yourself.
Am I maybe one of those people that act differently when they're drunk? Like, you have like a very, very calm friend and then just go absolutely buck wild when they're drunk?
Maybe the chemicals are causing a certain sort of reaction in you and you are merely becoming more bestial, perhaps. Maybe my first serial assumption, maybe a bit too, maybe reaching a little far.
Well, animals do have different urges than us. Maybe those might be rubbing off a little bit.
And you would be surprised. We are not that much different from the beasts in many cases. Merely taking the correct chemicals to sort of... Let's just put it like this. Civilization in a way tames the beast. And the right chemicals inhibit that civilization, shall we say. At least that is the way that I understand it. This is something that you and I will have to merely look a little further into then. It seems. If it were to come up again with the captains and you are insubordinate, I'd much rather that it didn't come to something like that. Let's make sure we can figure it out. Come.
Right. Then, do me a favor, Aesop. If you see I do get derailed, just knock me out on the head.
Well, if I have the strength to do so, you get rather large when you are fighting.
Perhaps Ryuuko or Nagaina would probably be a better option for that, Aesop.
Hopefully my words would be enough to calm you down for the time. But we shall see.
I might need to check on my notes.
We have work to do. Let us go. and you can start showing him all your chemicals and things, and also he's building the antitoxins and the cure light wounds potions.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
You will see all of his terribly organized notes.
Oh
Yeah.
god. It's all
Aesop's are
just
probably not much better, to be honest.
Stick
it's
figure
all
drawings.
just stick figure drawings and pictures.
Don't show Valen. Do not show Valen.
Milk
Hey.
spills.
To be fair, there's a reason why they say that you have to use linguistic checks on other wizards or alchemists' books, because you can't make heads or tails of it. So
Yeah. I always
Letters
imagined it
written
was like. Do you remember that thing from the alchemists from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? And they had to
Mhm.
every single book was coded.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
a cooking book or something like
it's
that.
actually very much like real life when I've been doing my research. Alchemists actually did sit there and use lots of symbolism and stories and things to hide their work, and it was
Oh, yeah.
actually a thing.
Yep.
Because a lot of places considered it witchcraft, so they kind of had to hide it. So,
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And while I'm oh sorry, go ahead, Zola.
No. You go. I was just talking about what I was going to do next.
Okay, I was gonna say that while while Ulki is trying to share his notes with Aesop, I'm gonna send Ava to be the bosun.
little pirate hat.
He's smart enough to do like signs and whatnot. So,
Everybody's
might-
just like, holy shit, I'm not touching that.
That's how they behave. I love it. All right.
Yeah.
And I believe was there anything else that anyone wanted to do tonight?
I did.
All right. Valen, what'd you want to do?
So, essentially, shipping manifests, Arkstone Trading Company, linguistics
All right.
check.
Yes, go ahead, roll me a linguistics check to see if you can decipher these manifests.
Hope these aren't encoded.
Woo!
Doesn't matter.
I'm done.
Doesn't matter. Jesus fucking Christ. All right. There you go. Okay.
He spent many hours in the library. He's good at this shit.
I
Yeah.
am very good at this shit.
You are indeed. All right. So shipping manifests for Arkstone. Let me see if let's see what I've got here. I've got to scroll past all the crewmate stuff here. Let's see.
Also, I forget, Ebony, have we shared our spells between each other yet?
I don't think we have. We could.
You send me your list, I'll send you mine, and then if there's any that we don't have, if you want to spend the cash on it, I think I have enough cash that I might be able to handle my end, so...
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Oh my fucking god.
Mind if I show you
Fucking playing Doctor Below Decks.
like actually, though.
Nice.
We're gonna whack our spell books together.
Okay.
Spell boop.
We're gonna learn spells for each other by osmosis.
Okay. So, you do get a lead on another ship that this ship transferred goods from. I will go ahead and mark that here as well. And just based on that nat fucking 20, we will place that ship right about here. There you are. So, potential option. Potential next target there. With that nat 20 as
Sorry,
well.
I was just muted. I was just going to ask, do we know where it's headed? Like, if we come for it later, would we be able to determine its bearing, sort of.
So that would honestly depend on if and when you go after it. That you would be able to make some checks. I'd allow it to sort of determine roughly, using the shipping manifest especially, since you rolled a nat 20. You can roughly predict the area in which it is in, and then you can go after it when the time comes. But that location here is roughly where it would be right now. In addition, with that nat 20, that ship is let's see. In addition to the shipping manifests, you find a letter pinned, but unsent from the former captain. And you don't need to roll a check for this, but it voices his concern about a recent about the recent actions of the current successor to the Inkstone company, deciding to join the Navy instead.
Okay.
So it is a letter unsent, but penned by the former captain to.
Is that the Viren Navy?
Inkstone primarily does shipping and trade in Vera, so very likely it would be the Viren Navy.
Ooh. Okay.
So it seems the current living successor has other ambitions.
Interesting.
Okay. Very interesting. I will relay those findings to the captain, but
all right.
Put the paperwork on his desk.
We can ask him about that when we rendezvous.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Only other thing to think is just check one more time on Harrigan's location before. About it.
Sure.
Yep.
I think.
Yep.
That would have been the check that you already did today. So,
All right.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So
Okay.
Day 1 of traveling as the soon-to-be Calypso sails off into the horizon. You all make your way along the southern coast of Otaku Isle. Can't believe you fucking made me rename that shit.
Your mic cut out. I'm sorry.
Anyway. So, day 1 of that. Was there anything roleplay-wise that you guys were wanting to do along this trip here?
I assumed all the stuff I just did was happening along the trip, so.
Alright.
I do will, not sure if it might be like a roleplay moment, but I will go and apologize to Hana for the
Insubordination.
That.
Yeah, we can do it as a roleplay moment if you want.
Yeah.
Gonna have actually a little Bonnie like poke your feet, Hana, to like call your attention.
Oh, what? Oh, that's your Ulki's pet, aren't you?
Not a bit frightened of you.
Okay, is there something you need? I can't tell. Is this thing? Are you intelligent? Can you understand me?
Yeah, like so and so gesture.
That's all
like
the ammunition she needs. Yeah,
kind of like Ratatouille.
yeah, exactly. It knows how to make the so-so gesture. Yeah.
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 I see this. Jesus.
Yeah, as of right now, the only one that it can technically speak with is Ulki. It's able to sign, basically, like... It's Animal Crossing speak.
Courage.
Correct.
Oh, courage. Yeah, good.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's it. Yeah, it's courage.
Oh wait! Isn't he a tumor? Can he like amorphously transform into other things to describe what's happening?
Oh my god.
The true cartoon physics.
I love it.
Along.
Oh my fucking god. Oh, I love it. Brilliant.
He's gonna just kind of like ask you to like gently follow.
Okay. She is doing this against her better judgment, but she follows the horrible flesh rabbit.
He's not as horrible.
He morphs into a finger just to point.
Just to beckon. Jesus Christ. Okay, so yes, Hana is following the rabbit.
It's gonna follow until you meet Ulki. He kind of like climbs up and gets back inside Ulki. Hey, I wanted to. Saphyrus told me what happened back then, and I assure you that I have no intention of, like, disrespecting orders from Captain.
Okay. I didn't really take it as such. It seemed more that you weren't quite in your right mind, if you don't mind me saying so. I assumed it was something to do with the transformation.
Yeah, well, to be quite honest, I'm probably not in my right mind 90% of the time.
That
Damn.
is probably not something that you want to tell your direct superior, Ulki, but I appreciate your honesty.
He is nothing if not an honest boy.
It's true.
Well, I do have a great deal of respect for you. I am not entirely sure what was, but me and Aesop are trying to work on figuring it out.
That's fair. If you don't mind my saying so,
Mm-hmm.
it sounded as though it were not you in control at that particular moment. And without putting too fine a point on it, I know that you are currently cohabitating that body with your friend who led me over here?
Yes and no. Ava is just part of my own cells. So we're pretty much, let's say that he rents my body.
Uh-huh. Well,
$20 an hour.
gee.
Damn.
But at least with him, I am always aware of what he's doing, what he's feeling.
As long as you're sure. In the event that this goes beyond, and to be clear, I'm not asking this because I am concerned about you doing something untoward or posing a danger to the crew or anything of that nature, but in order to ensure safe and efficient running of the ship. If something like this were to happen again, and you were to go, shall we say, out of control, what would need to be done to subdue you without causing you permanent injury.
I mean, as long as you don't maim me for life, I am not against any means you are trying to use if I do get out of line.
Right?
That includes my tentacles.
Huh. Yes, yeah. And you can see her just eyeing them as they wave slowly back and forth behind him. Yeah, we can talk about this more.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna be silly, that was all. Just have to remember that Ulki's like twice your height. It's just always fun to think of like just looking all the way up there. I don't know.
Yes. No, she knows exactly where she stands and how tall she stands, and it is not much. Yeah, Ulki, it's you have not dishonored me. You have not upset me. Do not worry about that. Between us as people, we are fine. Just do us all a favor and please make sure you're under control so that we don't have to bring you under control, because you know we will.
I trust you will, but
We have a Ryuuko.
I hope do the research enough to keep it under control myself.
All right. Well, if there's anything that I can do as either the first mate or, if I may presume, your friend, just let me know.
Of course.
Oh, of course. I like friendship. Friendship is good. You know.
One might even say it's magic.
I fucked you got it.
And so it comes together.
Right. I'm blowing up the ship.
Game over. Reroll. One bad pun.
Friendship is magic, and magic is heresy. Exterminatus.
By the Pope.
Oh god. All right, good deal. Good deal.
And then just gonna probably ask Hana to in the dinner just have a few drinks.
I'll see you. I'll see you at the mess tonight. All right?
There you go.
Hey.
Wholesomeness. All right.
Oh yeah, she's like waist high of Ulki, right?
Yeah.
She's 4'10".
4'10".
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not in tight, like you're like all, so probably close
No,
to
nipple
nipple
height.
height. Stomach.
She is
nipple
nipple height.
There you go.
Can confirm.
She can see the elf titties.
Yes, exactly. All right. So day number 2. Sliding down here. Sliding over here. Any other roleplay that wanted to happen along the way here? Anything you all wanted to do on day 2 in particular?
Let's get our festival robes and ready for wearing.
On that note, actually, those of you who would like to can roll me a knowledge local check to just sort of know the basics of what you're getting yourselves into here.
Sure.
Okay. I'll take you up on that.
Local knowledge is one of those things I do not have. I am not from the area. I do not know things.
Yeah. Okay.
I do not come from the Isles. I come from somewhere else.
Same.
Okay.
Valen's just
If
been
you would like, I could also, if you don't have knowledge local, I would also allow for knowledge religion, but only if you don't have knowledge local,
Oh. Okay.
because you would get different information from knowledge religion.
Who needs gods when you can make your little flesh rabbit?
Who needs God? I have.
One
I
might
have
say.
tumors.
No.
All right. For
Pain in my brain. I hear the voice of God.
insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain.
You think God hears you when you scream?
Because I won't.
All right. So, for knowledge local folks. So, Lillywhite is a small town on the eastern coast of Otaku Isle that is home to a large number of worshippers of Caden Kalian. It is the smallest of Otaku's settlements and was founded by two pirates, Delamona Brewery and Shaggard Halleck, devotees of Caden Kalian. And alongside the foundation of the town, the pair also funded the construction of a grand stone temple to the drunken hero. Valen, you also know that the town curves along the shoreline of Otaku Isle, spreading across bridges to a few islands sitting atop the deep blue bay. Small, well-made wooden buildings ring the harbor, and festive flower and palm frond garlands hang from various buildings, bridges, and statues. Vessels... So, let's see here. On the subject of rum punch in particular... Let me see if I've got that here. There you are, rum punch notes. Load up, you son of a bitch. Okay. The celebration of rum punch itself, Aesop and Valen, I'll give you this. It is a celebration of the let's see. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? So the main event of Rum Punch is a costumed parade through town with participants dressed as either slavers, escaped slaves, Caden Kalian, or his herald, Thias. And it is a reenactment of the original escape attempted to escape slavery and found the town proper. So, on that note, I should write out the, Thias. Yes.
I'm interested.
Yes, indeed.
You had my interest. Now, have my attention.
All right.
Do we have a God Hooters here as well?
A what?
That's in Sanghor.
God Hooter waffle thingy.
Not
That's
here.
back.
Yeah, that's back in Blood Cove, actually.
Yeah, I don't think they've gotten far enough off the ground to franchise at this point yet.
Yeah. There's not quite gotten to that point.
Thank fucking
There.
God.
It's okay, Valen. We'll find the local equivalent. It's fine.
There
No,
go.
you will not.
There you are.
Remember what I told you last time.
Were those waffles so bad, or like did they hurt you?
No, it's not that they were fine. It's just
No, they were pancakes.
Yes, they were.
He and I enjoyed ourselves a lovely breakfast.
Sir,
But
sounds like-
no.
Good
Lily
thing
White.
this mask is covering his shit-eating grin. Anyways,
but for what it's worth, no, Lily White does not in fact have a goth girl IHOPs. It is a very small town.
Well, Valen, halfway to first base, hey? Let's say we make our way towards Lillywhite.
There you go. All right.
Will you be dressing up, Captain?
Don't threaten me with a good time.
You mean for the next time we get pancakes, or for the festival?
For the festival. It was obviously the topic of the conversation.
I suppose it depends what everyone else wants to do, and I suppose we may as well get festive if there's the numbers for it.
So, what exactly do we do at this kind of festivals? Not been in one before.
Well, knowing Caden Kalian, you probably drink a lot.
Huh.
You got
I mean,
pretty
don't-
much. That's pretty much the half of it.
Yes,
Don't-
as Ryuuko and I learned, we actually got ourselves some emblems of him back in Sangor, and by emblems, I mean enormous mugs of ale.
Don't we do that like every time we land on an island? What's the difference between this and that?
Because it's a festival.
The entire point being to enjoy yourself, have a good time,
Mm-hmm.
and be willing to see what fate hands you, as happened to Caden himself, in fact.
Low profile or
Well, it is
Actually-
a pirate festival, which pirates attend, so I doubt it would be entirely necessary. It depends on how cautious the captain wants to be.
Not
Should
a bad
we-
time to sit there and assert your dominance on
dominance?
the sea.
Sure, there'll be plenty of stories to tell for all the other seafaring folk, and a perfect place for us to gather information about the pirating world around us.
Indeed.
Any other strange hearings, happenings, or places for loot, plunder, adventure, or dungeoning?
Yes, that is exactly what I will be doing, while the rest of you tell tales of our exploits upon the sea.
I will probably end up doing what I did last time, busily selling off the plunder.
Yeah.
Oh,
Valen
can tell
somehow
some
spinning
tales.
lies.
We
Some
really
tales
are
of
in a
things.
nice little system, aren't we now?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah. All
We
right.
know what we're good at.
One for the face, one for the subterfuge, one for the mercantile element.
There you go. All right. Day 3.
I do have a quick little question.
Sure.
I forget what this mark was.
That was marking a location that Valen noted that Harrigan's ship had stopped at for more than a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Perhaps
likely,
his hidden X marks the spot.
so likely a favored port of his, perhaps.
Yeah. Speaking of, I know we need to rendezvous with our other ship plans. Checking that out at some point would be nice. At some point.
hmm
Maybe
Is-
I would suggest we wait on that, if only because
Oh, yeah.
once he discovers that it is gone, we will be public enemy number one.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't suggesting. When we feel like.
You sure?
Luckily, his movements seem to show that, honestly, he probably doesn't know where the hell we are, so he's probably
right.
given up on it at this point.
On
So-
that note,
On that note. Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say. On that note, Valen, would you like to check on his location?
Yes, that's what I was going to just say. Let's do that. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Seems to be
he's
sailing
going-
around the outer edge.
He's going to the slave trade.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, the outer rim.
The outer rim.
From what we remember being told, the northern areas were where the slave faction was at.
I see he's taking the hut space lanes, what have you.
Yeah, he's on his way to fucking Korriban.
He's on the quarterback. Yeah.
Drummond Kaz.
Are we expecting like have some fucking beholder gangster family that speak like Java?
Oh god.
Yeah.
That's
He's had
amazing.
Man's heading up to Paradise Falls.
Oh god. Will we have to contend with Droman Cast General, though? Wuten.
Oh God. Oh, it's like Baron's chat.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Admiral Braun.
Okay, let's see here.
Thrawn would be like dealing with the Viren Navy. That
God.
sounds like a bad idea.
Just thrown in like a fucking Napoleon-like uniform.
Yo, that'd be pretty cool to see him in one of the big tall hats, though.
Oh
Not
yeah.
gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
The ship that the size of fucking Star Destroyer.
And those tricorn hats, you know.
Isn't that what Valen's supposed to be making us at some point? Didn't we agree that flying ships were in the offing?
in the
It's on the table.
it's on the list.
It's on the table, but I was going to talk to you guys about that at a time where it was, more relevant. But
Actually feasible.
yeah,
Hmm.
the question was more if you guys wanted it and thought it was a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's mass. We'll amass a fleet first,
Yes.
and then
All right. Good deal. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do, roleplay wise, mechanics wise, anything wise, before we get to Lilywhite? Because
Unless we learn anything about Ebony's about what's going on with Ulki while we're down there building things and looking at all the substances and sharing spells. So
Okay.
Would I need to make another check maybe to start digging on some stuff, Wooden?
Go ahead.
it could also just be that it's stuff that happens in the background, but whatever you guys want.
You can go ahead, roll me a knowledge arcana check since you guys are actively researching it now instead of just hypothesizing.
Well, if that's the case, I'll roll as well.
Hypotenuse.
Hypotenusing.
Hippopotamusing.
Exactly.
Woo!
Oh.
Hot damn.
Well, all right then.
Funny enough, it could be thematic. We'll see. It
Yeah?
depends on what we learn.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have the brain mutagens.
Yeah.
True.
Oh,
So
do you want me to
Aesop.
roll on that too, or I'm not sure.
I think
were
me
you?
and Ulki were working on this. I don't
Ah,
know if we
right.
got you in
If
on
Valen
yeah,
wants
no.
to pick up, maybe, yeah.
Like it's only if you bring it up to him. If you guys want to do it, no, I don't want to interfere on your character stuff. Please.
That's up to whether Ulki would have. Aesop actually probably would not have brought it up to you because, he's a doctor. He's helping a patient. Doctor-patient confidentiality,
I don't think he might have brought it up just because he doesn't think it's relevant at the moment since it's under control, quote unquote.
Yeah.
He brought it up with the person that it was relevant with, and that was
Yeah, Hana and Saphyrus.
Hana and Saphyrus.
No, go ahead.
All
fine.
right. So, Aesop, I'm assuming that Ulki was assisting you with this, and you were taking active initiative here.
Sitting there measuring his substances, looking through several different books.
He's Pinkie
Also-
Pie with the head attachment, and your Twilight just looking over the fucking fax machine notes that are coming down. All right. So 30 with a +2, 32. So very similarly to how your cognotogen works, Aesop. These mutagens that Ulki creates and uses do seem to have an effect on the mind. Likely, the more that he uses them and the more tolerance he builds up for them, he has to use more powerful doses of it, which mechanically it doesn't affect the the creation or use of them. It's just for thematic sake. But the more that he's using them and the more heavy, denser doses seem to be having an effect on his psyche.
Gotcha.
Now, now, Ebony, as a player, does this sound pretty accurate to what is actually going on? I'm just
yes.
Okay, cool. I'm just sort of taking what you've told me already, and I'm just sort of extrapolating extra thematic things for it.
Yeah, it does make sense.
All right, good deal. All right, so that is what you discover, Aesop. The denser doses seem to be having an effect on his psyche.
It's pretty much what I'll tell him.
Yeah.
So not only a broken body, but also broken mind. Fun.
Well, to be fair, most people who would be taking these sorts of chemicals would end up having an issue, would end up having most likely similar issues of sorts. Do not imagine that it is only yourself.
I don't see you having that kind of issues, and from what I know, your stuff is more actually affecting your brain more than your body, right?
That's a good question, actually. Maybe I should take some time to figure precisely what is happening.
Give yourself a physical. See if there are any residual physical ailments that are affecting you.
We shall say most likely that there are issues of my own that I deal with that you do not see in so much. But I also do not believe I am taking them nearly in the same levels or as often as you. Most likely we will have to see if there is a way to make one that a few less psychedelics involved, perhaps.
He's just taking fucking PCP.
DMT.
Yeah.
No, that's what Aesop's taking. He's taking the DMT.
Yeah, you're
And I
taking
think probably
DMT. He's taking PCP.
that also probably Ulki doesn't do like measurements or dosages.
You're just like, that looks about right. Funk.
Yeah.
So if Aesop learns that, what he'll end up saying is, when you are getting ready to make these things, come see me. I will do my best to sit there and put these into proper, shall we say, amounts that should hopefully reduce the symptoms that are affecting your mind and maximizing the effect on your body instead. Because it seems as though your measurements, those could be throwing things off very much. There's a lot, he probably points out one specific one. A slight dosage change in this actually it can cause substantial differences. I do have measuring items here aboard. You just need to ask and choose.
I just never thought I would bother doing that whole ounce and grams and Jesus Christ, all those measurements.
There is a reason why we use them. Those little bits can make a very large difference.
Yes, but like, what the fuck? They don't make sense. Like, an ounce and a pound, they're not measured in the same way. Fucking gallon.
One of them is used more so in international trade. The other, I think that it is. I believe that one of them, the imperial system, is used in place you're from mainly. Usually, the rest of the world uses the metric system.
Is that the one that actually they say it's like, 1 is 1 and 10 is 1 and then 100 is 1?
It is the one that is a little bit more logically organized, yes. The other one, just sort of got set in stone, shall we say. It's more used, I think, for cooking in a lot of ways, actually. The measurements for cooking usually work out very well, whereas the metric is a little more difficult.
Aesop, we need to cook.
Yo, Mr. Aesop, when we gonna cook?
The mess lab is in the basement. But anyways.
All right.
I'll try to do that. But then, do you think it's early enough to maybe try to fix it, or might be already too late?
My friend, there is nothing that is too late that can't be fixed. It just takes more effort.
The sound of progress, my friend. Let's go practice medicine.
We will start by measuring and mixing your extracts and mutagens in proper dosages. And we'll see
And he's
about-
gonna like pour out all of his alchemy stuff, and you see his like it's not only measured, it's like cross contaminated. Like everything is they're not properly labeled.
You know, this might explain a lot.
It's like Gordon Ramsay going to like a kitchen.
Oh god. It's like kitchen. Oh my god, it's like kitchen nightmares.
Yes.
He's got like moldy cheese in one jar. It's just it's not even used, it's just in a jar.
Yes.
What are you? An idiot potion?
he cleans the vials with a spit and a cloth.
Yeah. This is definitely not up to OSHA standards.
Ulki, before we get to Lillywhite, there are some things we need to go over. And as a doctor, he tells him all the things he's doing that's probably making his problem worse.
Wake up!
And the last day traveling to Lillywhite, Ulki and Aesop are fine-tuning and teaching Ulki the basics of health and safety standards.
Here's what you're doing wrong. You can watch the sun move across the sky.
All right. Was there anything else that anyone else wanted to do in terms of roleplay?
I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Also, like I think on the lines have me and Chaotic were also trading notes. I did added took off 40 gold of my stuff and added cure moderate wounds to my extracts.
I will just go ahead and say what I have done as well. I took a total of 130 gold pieces and took several of his spells as well. Enlarge Person, Long Arm, Death Watch, Monkey Fish, Vocal Alteration, Spider Climb, and Alter Self.
All right. Good deal. Okay. In that case, let's go ahead and move my notes out of the way and slide y'all over to Lillywhite. Change the music as well to... Oh, is that not working again? Motherfucker. Okay. There it goes. Woo! I had to actually like click on the music itself there. All
Makes
right.
sense.
So let's see. Pulling into Lillywhite proper. Let me zoom out here for the viewers. Lillywhite itself is a small town, categorized as such. Vessels of varying shapes and sizes jam neatly all along the town's long piers, and the great number of ocean-going ships lying at anchor render the outer harbor basically nearly impassable to all but the smallest of rowing ships. Throngs of revelers, many wearing masks, carouse through the town while singing and drinking from frothing tankards. All right, let's see here. Let me get...
Oh, it's a masked festival.
Yeah. Good.
I can just say I have like a very realistic costume.
There you go.
And I will just be busy letting the crew members know that if any of them have hangovers, I'll be curing them.
Perfect.
Because there'll be too many of them to deal with.
Exactly. So,
Besides, I want to spend some time too.
exactly. You want to enjoy your time at the festival as well. So, as the group makes their way off onto the docks proper here, let me go ahead and grab your character tokens, just so y'all can just sort of indicate where you are during the festival. Yeah, so all of you are dropping off of the dock here. And as your ship pulls into port and you make your way down onto the docks, you are greeted by a very friendly face here.
Ooh.
So. Welcome to the town of Lilywhite, favored home of Caden Kalian. You find us in on the last day of our annual Rum Punch Festival. It's a truly blessed time for all. If there's any way that I can help you, please let me know. And his garb look even just looking at him. He's a cleric of Caden Kalian. He very, very obviously wearing the symbolism and the garbs and the whole shebang there. He is a...
I see it embroidered on his cloak.
Let me, real quick edit here. Alright, so, he has greeted you and will point out a number of key locations for you, just in case you are interested. I'll give you the handout here for Lilywhite. You have Founders Square, which is let's see. I should really put these on the map itself. You have Founders Square, you have Kalian's Keg. You have...
Sounds like a temple.
Yep. It is, in fact, the Temple of Caden Kalian. I believe for one of your local checks, I mentioned that a stone temple had been created. So...
Yes. I think when it was that when Ryuuko and I went to get a drink, and I had to spill a bunch of info to her about the guy.
Yeah. But literally built up a temple, and the temple also doubles as its own tavern.
Of course it does.
Absolutely. Terran's Planks is it's a lumber yard owned by the mayor of the city, Iatho Terran. Let's see here. The God's Revel Inn is yet another
Oh, I just...
place of a place of sleep and revelry. It's that the God's Revel Inn is where the people with very drunk the people that are very drunk, they go there to sleep. And then the Sturdy Seawall and Harthas Headstones are two shops that are in the town of Lilywhite. Sturdy Seawall in particular sells a number of magical items, should you be interested in purchasing magic items while you're here. If you're interested in perusing the wares. Upon hearing of specific locations for drink, Ryuuko and Nagaina immediately beeline their way over to the God's Revel Inn because it is the closer location. So that is where they will be.
Alright.
Fair enough.
So I don't have to worry necessarily about them doing things.
And they'll sleep it off there too. We're great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't gotta worry nothing about them. All right.
Ale, my favorite liquid.
Exactly.
Alcohol, my favorite liquid.
So on that, the town festival is basically yours to interact with. He will mention that this evening there will be a parade going through town to Terran's planks to sort of finish off the festival for the night, for the evening. So
Bar crawl.
yeah, essentially, yeah, it's a bar crawl parade, essentially.
Holy bar crawl.
A holy bar crawl. It is, in particular, as I mentioned to Valen and Aesop on their, or not Aesop, yes, Aesop, on their local and religion checks. It is a parade celebrating the escape from slavery that Caden is often takes credit for in many regards, where people will dress up in sort of ugly masks to represent slavers, friendly masks to represent escaped slaves, and then Caden Kalian himself and his herald Thias.
Thias?
And they'll... Thai.
Oh.
No,
Everybody is going to...
Thais. It is Thais.
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 Obviously, he gets that question a lot.
I do indeed get the question a lot. You are certainly not the first to ask, though. Given Kalian's reputation, you are not too far off. If you go to Kalian's keg, in fact, read the plaque on the mantle. You will. It will make a lot of sense. But enjoy yourselves. Welcome to Lilywhite, and I hope Caden's luck shines upon you in all days.
I'll be sure to enjoy some. I'm going to go enjoy some of that liquid luck, if you know what I'm saying.
I certainly do. Enjoy. We have some... Well, if... I see your two friends have already made their way off to God's Revel Inn, but if I can make a suggestion, if you go to Kalian's keg, ask about the local special. Duala Morin will know exactly what you mean.
Now, is this festival only for, revere, it's Caden Killian, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Just for revere Caden? Are there any contests, any prizes, any...
The thing about Caden Kalian, my friend, is there is always a contest to be made. I don't suppose... You asking that question, I don't suppose you know the story of Caden Kalian's ascension, do you not?
Would I get in trouble if I say no?
Well... You will... Well, some of the locals might look at you in a weird way, but let me introduce you to Caden Kalian. So... Let me share.
Have you heard
let me share with
you. Queen?
Have you heard about our Lord and Savior, Lightning McQueen, star of such movies as Cars, Cars 2, Cars the Mater and the Ghost Light, and all the fucking voiced by none other than Owen Wilson. Wow.
I'm raising my harpoon.
All right, let me see. Fucking Caden Kalian. He's going to he's gonna just regale you with the tale of the drunken hero and the accidental god. Literally got drunk and ascended and forgot how it happened.
Oh my god, so literally he just drunk himself into godhood?
Yeah, he drank himself into godhood, blacked out, and woke up as a deity. Yeah. He forgets
Who knows
how
what he did.
Who knows what he did? There is something called the Test of the Starstone. He accepted. He got drunk. Did the blacked out. Did the ascension. Woke up a god. Essentially, is how it goes down.
Can we do that?
You can
Nobody-
certainly try.
Many have tried. No one knows what he did. That's the thing. That's the thing about Caden's ascension. No one knows how he did it. But he did it.
Okay, I would pray to that god.
Well, may his luck smile
Ryuuko.
upon you. If you all have any questions, please find me or any of my other clerics of Caden Kalian. We'll be happy to help you along the way.
Yo, Captain, imagine how fucking awesome it would be if I ascended as a god.
When Ryuuko and I went out to dinner the other night, she became a big fan after the restaurant we went to. It was a tribute in his own right to his godhood.
Hmm.
So we're
But Ulki, what would you be a god of?
I don't know.
I don't
That
know.
is the-
I never thought I got that far.
So maybe you can drink and figure it out.
Could I become the god of Krakens?
That would be very interesting, to say the least.
Well, I know there's not a spot for krakens in most pantheons.
Well, the day is ours, so what shall we do? Or any of you, really, it's up to you. You do your thing.
I am
Aesop,
gonna.
don't we have a bit of plunder to be selling?
We could do that tomorrow. Today's the last day of this. Today is the last day of the festival. We should enjoy ourselves.
Yeah.
Well,
I
let's-
I, for one, do wish to see the parade at the end of today.
well,
Yeah.
We can tend to business as usual on the morrow.
if it's captain's orders, I'm...
Valen, didn't you
don't
said you
know.
had like college parties or just like this?
Oh no, those involve a lot more alchemy.
Well, one could say alcohol is a form of alchemy.
Well, yes, it is. But this was more of the alchemy that you know, my friend.
Alchemy.
Glowing eyes under the mask.
Speaking of, well, if you want us to set up a party like that on the ship sometime with the captain's permission, well,
I imagine this crew
Yo.
could enjoy something like that.
Yes.
alright, well, I'll tell you all about the cauldron parties then.
Speaking of cauldrons, I say we go digging up some tonight. Sampling all the finest liquor they have around here.
I do believe they said that it was going to be part of the parade.
Let's honor our new god!
Hey! So, he did mention, he did indeed suggest, initially, to travel to Kalian's Cake itself, the temple of Caden Kalian, to, sample some of the finest local brews.
Well, it has been a while since I had a good port, and I doubt they don't have an alcohol here.
I would imagine that if you can think of it, that they probably have it on stock.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we can find Valen some good wench work as well, shall we?
Captain, that would not be necessary.
You know what? Captain, I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it for him.
You will do no such thing, Ulki, trust me. So about that kraken, hey?
Tentacles around.
Oh,
around
there's
your
going to
shoulder.
be a kraken.
Tentacle around your shoulder. I'm gonna start
Kraken
dragging you.
back.
Aesop,
I love it.
Slimy.
just
Valen, if you're looking for a bit more of a vanilla day, I will be keeping myself out of the festivities for the better part of it, so you can stick
I
with
may-
me and I will keep you safe from the wenches.
Please, please.
Alright.
I've been ordered. I've been ordered, Captain. Do you see the co-captain has ordered me?
And don't forget, while we're on land, I have superiority. Seniority.
Madam.
Let's see, so we got 2 bars, and then following the parade.
I would like to check out Founders Square to see what all is there since it's been marked out on our map.
Okay.
I'm
Let's check
gonna-
out the church.
Alright.
I was gonna.
Curiosity.
Yeah,
I suppose,
Kalian's
yeah.
Cake.
I'll head over with Hana then.
All right, good deal.
Very, very narrowly dodging a bullet of wenches.
Mm.
All right.
Just trying to think.
But I thought bullet wenches were your thing.
Now listen here, you!
Brilliant.
Anyway, Wuten, while we're all thinking here, I did have a question for you that
Sure.
occurred to me, of course, as soon as we got into port. What is Sandra's take on Caden Kalian?
Okay. So Sandra, Caden Kalian, he's a friendly enough god.
He and Besmara would see eye to eye on the freedom aspect.
Oh yeah, definitely on the freedom aspect. She, Besmara herself, is more on the plunder and take what is what someone cannot defend. What someone
Take
cannot
what is
defend.
technically yours
Yeah, take what they cannot defend. Basically,
Okay.
it's like
So-
if
What's
they
yours is
cannot
nothing
defend it, it is not truly theirs to have.
Gotcha. So it's not
Caden's
like
a
we have
little
to
bit
worry
more laid
about...
back.
Yeah, there's no crisis of belief here.
Okay.
Sandra is fully on board with celebrating Caden Kalian, as are a number of pirates that the group
Are on
over here will find out here soon enough.
I will ask Sandra if she wants to join us for the parade later, and after that, I will join the keg.
Of course, I'd love to. That's what we're leading up to.
I'm rather interested to see what all is involved. I've never been involved in a festival like this quite before.
Well, if you know anything about Caden Kalian, it's someone somewhere is probably going to lose their footing sooner or later.
Well, I've made sure to prepare for that for the day, so... Pulls out one of his little potions of polypurpose panacea, which is very helpful for dealing with hangovers. So
She will clap you on the shoulder. That's our ship surgeon. Always one step ahead.
Well, someone has to be.
We'll see you around the festival.
That sounds good to me. Whoop. And then ends up at the keg so he can listen to some stories and listen to whether or not these two are about to sit there and start railing off stories to people.
All right, good deal. So, for the first group here, we'll go with Hana and Valen, as I update the description here for Founders Square. So, 4 bridges, one in such disrepair it can't be safely traversed. Connect the southern point of the small island to both the shore and one of the bay's other small islands. Its hard-packed earthen paths are obviously heavily traveled by townsfolk, and at the center of the area is a 15-foot-tall wooden statue of a grinning man armed with a rapier hoisting a mug into the air. To the east, a similar stone statue stands on an outcropping of rock in the bay, though it is closer to 20 feet tall.
Okay. Is there any inscription on the statue or other identifying mark?
Yes, if you go to look at it here.
Sure.
Let me get this here. All right. So on the statue in the square itself, don't let the rules get in the way of enjoying what is truly good in life. Plow a furrow in every town you visit, if you know what I mean. Be not as think as you drunk you are. Live free or die, or run away, whichever seems best at the moment.
I can certainly understand the appeal of the words, says Hana to Valen.
Like a true Kalian, Yes. I do appreciate the freedom part. That kind of... well... it resonates with our crew.
Oh, certainly. But, taking the grander view, I love just places like this. Palpable history,
Really?
Yes. Don't
Have
really
you
get to
seen
see
many
much of
places
this back
like this?
home. Well, that was what I was going to say, is, being from the distant corner of the world that I am, I don't really get to see much outside of my little realm that I grew up in, so seeing how all these different places grew and built themselves up is instructive.
Is that
And,
what, if you don't mind me asking, is that what drives you, Hana? I know you've spoken a little bit about why you're on the sea, but, well, I'm not sure you've given me a straight answer.
No. And I suppose the closest thing... go on.
I was just going to say, not that I expect you.
No, I think we've come far enough that this is as good a time as any. My people are looking for a new home. We can get into the specifics of it somewhere where there will be fewer prying ears, but part of the reason that I'm out here is to determine where and how best we might adapt to a more modern style of living. Obviously, we're a bit backward, we're a bit out of touch with the times, and, well, as I say, it's been instructive to see how far things have come and how people are living off the plains.
Valen just puts a hand to his chin. Interesting. Well, in that case, as soon as I have the time to, when not looking over the ship, I will be sure to pry my eyes over the map to make sure I will look at I'll check over all the documents I have. I'll do all the research I can, and I'll see what we can do to help you with the matter.
No need. This is, how to put this? I appreciate your help, and I appreciate the offer. This has to be more of a spiritual journey, more than a purely rational one, for not so much me, but for my people to accept what I bring back to them eventually. Has to be all filtered through their perfect lenses,
Well, I'll be honest, I can help a lot less with irrationality, but, well, you have my support all the same.
Trust me, I know what you mean.
Alright. So, just walking along Founders Square, just exploring the sights. Throughout the town, there appear to be large mastiff hounds that stand at the height of roughly a dwarf. Very large dogs. Would either of you be able to roll me a Plains or Religion knowledge check?
I have neither on this character.
I have planes.
Okay. Roll me a knowledge, Plains.
20.
Perfect. You are able to identify these as K-hounds, which are favored beasts of Cade and Kalian.
Ooh. And,
Extraplanar creatures?
Yes, extraplanar creatures. Favored beasts.
Wow.
Literally
Ooh.
such a favored festival of Cade and Kalian that his favored beasts appear to just watch over the festival.
oh, okay.
Well, when you said
Very
holy
cool.
place, you weren't kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, Founders Square in particular, because of the large statue, you actually see two of these Mastiff Hounds turn to look at you with like these glowing golden eyes as you're looking at the statue.
I will give Hana a nudge and say, well, speaking of something more academic, those over there, I'm not sure how much you know of extraplanar creatures in your land, but Those are the favored creatures of Caden Kalian, from another plane entirely.
Fascinating. And, I mean, Valen, come on, you ask me about extraplanar creatures? I didn't even know what undead were until a little while ago.
Ah, yes, that's why I thought it would be best just to check.
Well, do you think they're friendly? Should we go up and say hi?
Oh, well, so long as we don't interfere with the festival, I don't see why they wouldn't be friendly.
Well, fair enough. So I'm going to approach the friendliest looking of the mutts, Wuten.
Oh, absolutely. It stands at just about your height, actually.
That's those are some big fucking dogs, bro.
I'm gonna be honest.
Let
I'm
me
like
see if I can
imagining
get a
the
picture.
Tibetan Mastiffs right now.
Oh
Have you
yeah,
ever seen
absolutely. Very
Yeah.
very similar. Let me get a picture here and show you.
Oh, there's a fluffy boys.
Yeah, it's a fluffy boy.
Those are big fluffy boys designed
big
to fight
fluffy boy.
mountain lions.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Love them.
Yeah, I can see why, because if
Big
they,
ass Irish Terriers.
if they were to try to bite that fur, it just wouldn't work. It's like, you ain't gonna bite me, I got too much fur.
Yeah.
I was joking about the Shaggy and the Scooby when I posted that picture in the chat, but, you know, here we are.
Here we are.
It's just
Okay.
Shaggy's hair made manifest.
Exactly. That's all those beard cuttings over the years.
Yeah.
So, when I approach this thing, how does it react to me, Wooten? Being small and cat-like.
It will. You'll give like a big sniff, and after looking at Valen and then looking at the other hound, will duck its head down for you to pet it.
Okay. It may consider itself pet, and told that it is a good boy.
Oh,
Yes.
the irony here.
It's just. Have you ever seen the gif of the cat, the big dog playing with the little cat, and then it, like, ducks its head down, and then like the playing position, and then the cat just like places a singular paw on its head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That is very accurate. All right. Let's see.
I now need to see Hana with like hanging out with a mouse folk, and then with a knoll that just looks like Spike.
Well,
No, Goody, that's
making a
backwards.
joke.
it's the wrong way.
This is backwards. Yeah. All right. Yeah. With that, I believe so. Founders Square. That's sort of like just a general gathering location.
Okay.
There are some market stalls along the area. So if you are wanting to get like festival food, you're more than welcome.
Let's see. Yeah. Valen, are you hungry at all? We could grab something, my treat.
Sure. Why not?
So, Wooten, which way to the yakitori stand?
Right
I
over
was
here.
just thinking yakitori.
Right over there. It's about 20 feet.
All right. Then we have enough for two.
Perfect. In that case, that'll be 2 copper per yakitori, and each one comes with a free tankard of ale.
Damn.
Of course it does.
Oh!
So the two teetotalers look at each other. Shall we take them and just... She points over her shoulder in the direction of the bay.
Valen, you could
I'm not a
prestidigitation if you like.
Prestidigitation on what?
On the ale, you can turn it into water.
I think it just
Ooh.
changes the taste, not the properties, though.
Is there a specific thing for that? 1 second.
I mean, there's a water into wine spell, right?
Yeah.
Maybe purify water
I
and drink.
I have tears into wine, which turns water into wine. The whole reason behind that one, well, was so that dirty water, he could turn it into at least drinkable wine. So I could do that. So maybe.
Well, isn't one of the kind of the unspoken things of prestidigitation is that it turns dirty water into potable?
Yeah.
I think that's purify food and drink, isn't it?
Is it? Okay.
Yes.
I would, if you have purify food and drink, I would allow it for changing alcohol into water, because there's not a specific spell that does that, really.
Okay.
Well, I don't have a purify food and drink, but I do have prestidigitation.
Yeah, that's fine.
You can use
So-
it to flavor the stuff, essentially, so it tasted like water instead.
Yeah.
Although you'd still get drunk, but, you know.
Yeah.
In the spirit of things.
Well, Valen, well, he's not a massive drinker. He's definitely not teetotal.
Okay.
He's had his uni nights, you know. As we know.
Oh, yeah.
So
Hey,
Valen will...
bro.
Jerry, what are you doing here? Well, I knew you would hardly avoid something like this, but bloody hell, I thought you were over in some mansion somewhere.
Jesus.
Before
Anyway.
he's a lesser avatar of Caden Kalian.
He is literally Thias in, like, a mortal form.
God.
Caden's Herald.
Look, as long as he doesn't start talking in the Barbus voice from Skyrim, I'm good.
What is that voice?
The horrible dog outside of Falkreath.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, fuck that.
Right.
No, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
If you like, Valen will prestidigitate your drink, but he'll probably just have his.
Okay. I think Hana is going to quietly lose hers when they are sitting down to eat somewhere.
Fair
Or
enough.
you could give
darn
both
it,
of them to Valen.
It's hard enough keeping the wenches off him. I don't need to be trying to restrain him from the wenches.
I don't think there's enough alcohol in this entire festival. That.
Actually, you know what?
Caden
best of both worlds.
Kalian himself parts the clouds. Are you sure about that?
Points finger back up. Yes.
But what I will do is I will leave the tankard on the statue as an offering.
There you
Oh,
go.
nice.
Fair
Nice.
You figured out how to do it without disgracing the god. Well,
There
Exactly.
you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
Valen will
probably means some
lift his drink.
fucker's gonna walk by and just pick it up and drink it. Probably.
What better way to honor the god than giving someone else a free drink, right?
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Pass it, paying it forward, as it were.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So, both of you are able to enjoy your yakitori, and Valen is able to enjoy the ale. It's a local brew, Valen. Go ahead. Let's see here.
You guys were joking about the Everclear, right? Right?
Oh no.
Just
Not
the fucking,
not these. Not these. No, not these.
Just the Anakin and Padme meme. You're joking about that, right?
Yes.
Just a shot of Everclear, right? Just a shot, right?
Yeah, Jesus. We're not crazy. Okay.
This isn't 7-Up.
Yeah, this isn't 7-Up. The fuck do you think we are? All right. I think that's basically it. Yeah, it's a good brew, good food,
Mm-hmm.
good honoring of the god. Now
Yeah.
let's slide on
well-
over. Huh?
Sorry, I will just say while we're here, no stalls selling alcohol, are they?
Not directly. Usually they'll give alcohol, like they'll give it with food. You know.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
You want to directly go to a keg. Go to the,
Yeah,
go to
you want to go to either Kalian's keg or the
I
God's
was more
Revel.
like I was more like thinking like I don't know, a stall that's like selling any fancy bottles of fancy stuff.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah, that would likely be either the keg, the inn, or the seawall.
All right. Cool.
But,
So, assuming I'm gonna make a planes check as well to see if I recognize the critters as we're walking.
all right.
Because I think you were getting ready to slide us over, so.
Okay. Yeah. I was sliding it all over.
26.
All right, Aesop, you will also recognize the K-hounds as well.
Okay. Oh. Ulki, Saphyrus, look here. The dogs. Massive ones, are they not?
Oh.
Yes, big and fluffy to boot.
They are the beasts of Caden himself, in fact.
Gonna.
It's a festival, as like it not.
I give it pets, slip it a little jerky.
Yes, gonna pet the good boy.
Good boys. All right. Good deal.
I have 4 extremities to pet 4 dogs at the same time.
Perfect.
Want tentacles
Perfect.
to begin with, choke out your
That is-
enemies, no, to pet 4 dogs at the same time.
That's the dream.
Yes.
That's the awoken status. D&D.
There you go. All right. So, sliding over to Kalian's keg. Let me get the info here. All right.
So if I ever summon a dog, are these medium-sized dogs?
They are, in fact, medium-sized dogs.
If I ever summon dogs in the future, it's going to be in this. It's going to take their forms.
As well.
If I ever take on canine traits, yes.
K-hound.
Yeah.
Perfect.
There we go. This is okay.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Perfect. All right. Let's see here. Kalian's keg. So, as you approach, this large building is clearly marked as both a temple of Caden Kalian and a functioning tavern. It is well maintained and freshly painted for the festival. The doors of its broad doorway are held open with wooden pegs hammered into the ground. And there's no sign the doors have closed any time recently.
Do you think people come to pray and drink at the same time, or they do like separately?
I'm here
Either them.
I mean, I'm here for both.
I'd imagine they're one and the same most often. You could do both separately, but they are most often one and the same.
Or do they pray by drinking?
Exactly.
Exactly right. I have no problem being polytheistic, especially for a festival.
Exactly.
Well, in
Making your
D&D,
way.
most of us. Well, I mean, it's kind of obvious to be polytheistic in D&D because the gods
Yeah,
are very
the gods
real.
are real. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, making your way into Kalian's keg, the owner and proprietor swivels around carrying 4 kegs in her hands, her meaty hands. Oh, welcome! Take a seat anywhere, and we'll get you set up. And
If we can find a seat.
yeah, if you can find a seat, it is quite crowded.
All right. Well, try and find the table, I guess.
Perception checks.
Yeah, go ahead and perception checks to see if you can find a table here.
$22.
22.
Plus 10. Okay.
All right.
Hey.
Oh, also
Ulki-
over the 4 days, I would have cured my. I'm sorry. I'm just getting rid of my temporary losses. There we go.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. All right. So Aesop and Ulki, you're able to squeeze your way into to a table, and Saphyrus will follow soon after trying to squeeze his way past a very a burly
Something. Not
I
quite
think
sure.
I saw
a
this
burly man, an absolute unit.
Well, damn. Okay. Weight full. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know,
I
Rick.
think I've seen
That
this
looks
one.
fake.
I feel like I think I've seen this one at Bimbo's wheelhouse.
Reminds me to the Pawn Stars, Rick.
So Wooten, what percentage is this man by alcohol?
Yes.
Full. Very drunk. Very
An
drunk.
absolute unit.
Yes.
You fucking unit!
He's a fucking unit. Oh! And you're just barely able to squeeze past his meaty posterior and squeeze your way. Yes, this meat mansion. And you slide into a table. You're just sitting across from a surly dwarven woman who is just sitting at the table with you, just chewing her tobacco, having a good time, just sitting back and relaxing.
Mommy?
So after squeezing her way past multiple patrons, Duella will make her way to you and ask what you guys would like to have.
We're all at the same table.
Yep, you are all at the same table, sitting across from this other dwarven woman here.
Gotcha. Well, I believe that I was told to ask after the special.
Is that for all three of you?
Special and 2 tributes to Cade and Kalian for me, please.
I will have 4.
1, 2, 3. All right, 8 specials it is. And she'll now that she's able to take stock of where she needs to go, she actually moves quite gracefully through the crowd, gets 4 mugs in her hands, and then those of you, all 3 of you are magically inclined, so you will see 4 more little tankards floating across the crowd to your table, and will very, very neatly clank their way down onto the table for you.
Ah. Well, you would have to do something to keep a place this busy functioning well.
It's all in the magic touch, and she'll snap her fingers. Those of you magically inclined, go ahead, roll me Knowledge Arcana if you would like.
Yes, please.
Best I could do is spellcraft.
Fair enough.
18.
Very clearly a bard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, even with that spellcraft, very clearly a bard of sorts. Not entirely sure what spell she was using, but yeah.
It's okay. I improvise too.
Now, I heard there was some sort of contest, some sort of competitions in some places. Is there any special events there?
The dwarf sitting across from you will bellow out laughing, lean onto the table, and she has this little spittoon thing that she'll spit some of the chewing tobacco.
Mommy.
You talking about the Lucky Drunks Challenge?
Yeah.
Well, are you wanting to take part in it? It's a great way of facing the unknown, drinking, and entertaining the rest of the crowd. What do you say?
What you say, Captain? Might be a good way to show the skills of our crew, at least on entertainment.
What was the means of competition again?
The Lucky Drunks Challenge. All she has said is it combines drinking, bravely facing the unknown, and entertaining other carousers.
I am all in favor if you would like to participate, Ulki, but I think I may just observe and kick back.
I'm gonna chug down one of my drinks, slam it against the table. I'm in.
What about you, masked man?
Drinking is not usually my forte. I was thinking so that perhaps it would be not the first idea to sit there and let loose. But
Come on, let's do it.
He seems to just sit for a second. You know, I need to stop thinking so hard about this. Why not?
Perfect.
And I'll
See what happens.
And I'll be your designate. Don't worry, Aesop. I will be your designated stumbler.
That is appreciated. Thank you.
Just do what I do sometimes. I don't think at all.
All right.
You brainiacs need to kick back sometimes.
Perfect. So, Dreza will do a sharp whistle, because I can't do that. And yeah, something like that. Duella, we got a Lucky Drunks challenge over here. And the music and revelry will briefly cease.
Broken record sound.
The entire bar turns. One Lucky Drunks challenge. As like the entire patronage just starts with their tankards.
I join in.
And let me get a proper song for this. This one. Perfect. Because it's just as important as the Wormwood Mutiny. Let's see it. Alright, so, Duella, hearing that there's a Lucky Drunks challenge, brings out 6 more drinks onto the table. Alright, looks like we got some newcomers here. So, how this is gonna go down is... She lines the, have you ever... Okay, so, it's like a card shuffler in Vegas, but with drinks.
Oh my god.
And it's
like
so
good luck which one you get.
crossing arms to pour them from pitchers.
Exactly. Yeah. So, these drinks vary from mugs of ale, mead, hard cider, to anything from glasses of wine, shots, distilled spirits, and maybe a couple of absinthe here and there. Half of them are at typical strength.
Oh, no.
One is absolutely potent, and the rest are at double strength alcohol.
Oh my god, we're actually playing the Russian roulette with the Windex.
You're playing Russian roulette with Windex. I told you. So
One's UV blue, the other is Windex.
One of these is UV blue. One of these is well, you're gonna go down very quick. So you may choose a single drink each round. You must drink that drink entirely. and I will be rolling to see the result. However, those of you who want to either have knowledge local check or an alcohol-related profession, such as profession brewer, may make a roll to try to identify which beverage is, what a beverage is, and how strong it is.
Can I use craft alchemy?
You may use craft alchemy.
All right, sweet.
I will allow it.
It's you alchemists at it. Let's do it.
I have I do have craft alchemy too, so
I would allow it, yeah. It is an alcohol-related check.
I have a 33.
All right.
As I
23.
as I am getting ready to pick one, I am looking between them as best
All
I
right.
can through my mask.
So which one do you want? Typical strength, amazingly potent, or double strength?
I don't know what else is implied in this challenge, so if I'm able to kind of generally tell, I probably would go for one that's a normal strength, I guess.
Okay.
If I can guess well enough.
Let's
Oh,
see
the music
here.
stopped.
Oh, wait 1 second. I forgot to put on a repeat. There we are. There we go. Okay. So, Ulki, Aesop, and then Duella. Well, not Duella. Dressa.
Oh, she's joining us. Cool.
Dressa is actually joining guests.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. So she will take one of the drinks as well. All right. So,
So sort of gently lifting up the bottom end of my mask just enough to be able to get the lip
all
of it
right.
up.
And on the count of 3, bottoms up. 1, 2, 3. And I need both of you to roll me a single d20.
Just a
okay.
d20.
Just a
Okay.
single d20.
17.
13.
You have taken the drink that you wanted to take, that you identified with your craft alchemy successfully,
Nice.
and so did she. All
Nice.
right.
So there's 6 drinks on the table, now there's 3, so that means all 3 are bad now?
Probably.
Yeah.
Not to worry. There are now 6.
It doesn't matter. They will go down. I'm assuming they keep going until until everybody passes up.
They keep
Yeah.
going. Let's see it. So d20 or skill check to identify.
Oh!
Aesop, you're good. Ulki, the suddenness of the fact that she was able to just more drinks. It's just like
And immediately everybody's pounding on the tables like, go, go,
go, go,
Like, no,
go,
don't-
go. Yeah. All right, roll me a d20.
Woo!
That fucking 20. Oh. Okay. So Aesop, I assume you got a typical strength.
Probably. I'm trying to see if I can keep up. So
All right. What is your what's your con modifiers, both of you?
Mine is...
my
1.
constitution is +2.
Okay.
And for any reference, if it matters, I do have poison resistance, if that helps with alcohol. So,
Okay. Ulki, what is your
if it matters.
what is your constitution modifier, Ulki?
My con modifier is 1.
Okay.
Let me see. Do I have anything against poison because of elf? No.
No.
No, okay.
Not for being an elf. It's against sleep for elves.
Yay.
And not being able to be paralyzed by ghouls.
Yes, exactly. Okay, Ulki. You've hit your limit. Do you wish to continue?
Yes.
Beyond this point, you will be rolling fortitude saves. All right.
I'm ready.
Dressa reaches over, grabs a drink, a bit hesitantly, and then 1, 2, 3, knocks it back. Oh, she's tipsy.
Ooh.
Oh, goodness.
All right.
These things hit real quick.
It appears she may have grabbed the double strength.
Oof.
All right.
I'm not tipsy yet, right? I'm
You
just
are-
like at my...
You are tipsy. However, you can keep going on, but you're going to need to make fortitude saves after this point.
Gotcha.
Yeah. You've hit your tipsy limit, so to speak. Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right.
Round 3.
Round 3.
Once again, attempting to identify
Yeah. Hey.
a typical strength.
All right. Roll me a d20.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. All right.
I think we all grabbed the wrong one.
So, Duella has pulled. You were so focused on trying to identify which drink is the weakest. You didn't realize that Duella has in fact upped the ante. All of the drinks that all three of you picked were double strength.
Oof.
Aesop, you are now at your limit. Ulki, I need you and Dressa to both make me a fortitude save.
Yes. Woo.
All right, you are okay. 2, 3, 4. Okay. You are still standing. All right, Dressa.
Oh, random fun fact. I can tell you, alcohol counts as detect poison as poison because apparently, according to Polypurpose Panacea, you can tell if somebody is poisoned by using that they're inebriated by using detect poison.
Ah, okay.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, alcohol poisoning is a thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is. All right. So on that, oh. Dressa has failed her save, and she is messily nauseated, and is now disqualified.
Oh, you gotta
You're
hold
out!
your drink too.
Huh?
It's not just until you pass out; it's you gotta hold your drink too. Got it.
Yep. You gotta hold your drink. All right. Ulki, Aesop. Round 4. Let's see it.
This is between you and me.
Well, let's see which one of us can
Oh,
hold the drink better.
Shit. It's still 11 with modifier.
All right.
Oh no.
Your senses are not helping you right now, Ulki. You're still unable to identify which one you want to get. Oh no! All right, Aesop. Roll me
Just normal D20.
D20.
11.
Yep. All
Fort
right.
save?
With an 11. Yes, both of you make me a fortitude save.
Okay. And I'm gonna.
You're
add
hanging
my
in there. You're hanging in there, Ulki.
16.
Ooh. With that, Aesop, I'm sorry. You have hit your limit, and you are nauseated for a single round, as you're just like, barely. You almost fall out of your chair, but the absolute unit keeps you keeps you sitting. But you're out of the game. Ulki, the lucky drunk smiles upon you. Hey!
I raise my arm. Just give it a little bilge.
Congratulations.
It's been a while since I've drank this much.
Perfect.
Keep at it. This is the night to do it.
Ulki,
Oh, you might want my stomach to settle first.
congratulations, Ulki.
Yes.
You get a +1 bonus on all skill checks to influence NPCs in Lilywhite for the next week. And
Let me just add it to my shit.
congratulations. As we return to the festival music. Oh,
Excuse me.
I don't think I've lost that challenge in a long time. Ooh. Tarspit will bring the spittoon over and just like the rest of the tobacco. So, who are you guys, and what brings you to town? Other than the festival, that is.
This man has a chimera's fortitude.
You
Yep.
would think, yes, you're not far off.
Definitely the liver of a dwarf. Now, Aesop, do you have that polyamorous
Polyam? I don't think I'm polyamorous. Oh no, you meant the pan. Oh, you meant the other thing. What's up?
While they're slurring, I'm going to extend my hand to the dwarf. Captain Ortruda, pleasure's all mine.
Captain Ortruda. Give me a second.
I hand you one of the polypurpose panaceas, Ebony.
Ah,
I take
Cap!
one as well.
Ortruda. What are you doing all this way down south there? I thought you.
Enjoying the pirate life is what I've been doing.
To think that Ortruda of all things would be joining on. Fucking. Oh, okay.
Yes, you're not the first to be taken by surprise. I'm all about burning the banners and having new ones knit to fly the seas.
I see. As she tries to like proper herself up. Dresavokta. My crewmates call me Tarspit. I am she'll take a moment here. I am the navigator of the Ravishing Ruby.
Ravishing Ruby. A lavish name.
I thought so myself. I was actually the one that came up with it.
My crewmates here, this here is the ones you've been calling drinking partners. This is Aesop, our ship's doctor.
Is Joy.
And this is Ulki, our bosun.
Ah, explains a lot. Well, you're quite the quite the characters. I'd say. I don't think I've ever seen something like someone like that. Pointing to the tentacles. I don't think I've ever drank against a kraken before, but I don't think I've ever seen a human be a humanoid person be a kraken. But first time for everything, I guess.
I like that nickname. I'm gonna keep it.
There are many firsts among our crew. Like how recently I've moved from captain to commodore. I think that's a tale worth telling, wouldn't you say?
So you're not. So not. So not only are you captain of your own ship, but you've got a couple. You got a couple of ships of your own, huh?
I think it's story time. What do you boys say?
There's never a bad time for sitting and telling the stories.
So we were on our way here to the festival in Lillywhite when there was a vessel off to the side that I just could not pass up. And I am going to start to, if applicable in this place, I'm going to tell the tale of our recently claimed vessel, the Calypso.
Ooh. Okay.
Like, I would think probably we can like split a little bit on the bar and tell our tales kind of thing.
All right.
I would like to tell the tale of the wasps.
I'm just here.
Aesop is nursing his head.
I'm gonna tell when I suplexed a wasp.
Nice. Okay, so go ahead and make me your influence check here as you tell the tales of the wasps and also of the recently seized ship. All right.
And Ulki gets a +1.
Yes, he does. You do.
Is this a performance check or?
It is either diplomacy, intimidate, perform oratory, or oratory, or
I'll definitely use intimidate. I will just like use my tentacles as elements to tell the story.
yes, perfect.
Oh.
I mean,
It's just
the reason it doesn't.
Slurred.
Yeah, it's a bit slurred. The reason it doesn't quite work as well as Saphyrus's tale is because the wasp, the giant bees story, what the fuck do you mean giant wasp nest? There's nothing like that. No, you gotta be joking, sort of thing. They're not quite taking to it as easily.
As a tale of, invading a ship and just owning it.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, so that is that here. All right, so in terms of events in particular, that's what I have leading up to the parade itself. So if there's anything else y'all would like to do, feel free to let me know.
What kind of goodies did I get with my 26?
26. That will be... Get the infamy check here. You get yourself 2 more infamy.
Okay.
2 more infamy and 2 more disrepute. Boom. All right.
I do have a thing I may want to chat with Saphyrus, but also don't want to be like taking too much time as well because if we want to move on.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
The only thing that I have left written up here is the parade, and the rest is yours. So if you want to do any roleplay things, go ahead.
Can I take
I'm gonna-
a pee break, actually?
Yeah, I was actually gonna go ahead and just do that here. So
Okay.
go ahead.
Yeah, I'll come back to that with you, Ebony.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get Mario's then.
All right.
Break.
Pee break. All right. Good deal.
I'm back. Oh, so it's just me. I'll be taking over the stream now.
Interesting crew. Hello, chat. I'm going to be taking over this game.
Hi, Kichi.
Hello.
Sorry we haven't gotten to your character yet.
Oh, no, you're fine. Gave me time to get familiar with my character sheet.
Do you play much Pathfinder, or do you play more like other system?
I mostly play 5e. I played Pathfinder under Wuten some years ago, so very rusty.
Oh, I get you. I also play a bit more 5e nowadays.
Mm-hmm. But I should be able to pick it back up. Not too bad.
Yeah.
G-Luck. Actually, I still have yet to do a 5e. Or anything like that.
I would love to run you guys. I have a thing called the Questonomicon that is pretty much a book of one shots or 2 or 3 shots.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yep. Oh, one moment.
There should be a book called a recipe book called the Omnomicon.
That would be amazing. Love that. That'd be so cool.
Alright, I'm back.
Hello, chat. I assume you're talking about me. I'm not Bree Lizzie T. I am Kichi. It does rhyme though.
Were you at Kichi? Question: were you at BronyCon like 2019?
Yes, I was.
Oh, I was there too, but I think yep, we never crossed paths.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, probably not. Like most of you, I don't think I've met. I think I've met only like maybe Goody and Chaotic.
Yeah, because I remember being there while we were all drunk.
Yeah, I think that was Vegas.
Yes.
Yes. That was fun. That was an interesting time.
Wuten failed his reflex save.
He did.
That's the bit I always remember.
Yeah, because I had to ninja roll out of the way or he was gonna fall on me.
Oh, I see.
He just fell on the bed yelling, "Reflex save!" Ah.
Yep.
I still remember one of my favorite memories of 2019 was Wooden fucking drinking a whole pot, like a it's like a pot of sour sweet sauce.
Interesting. Okay.
No, that was for the Nat 20 and Razor Time.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, it was for the free Nat 20.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Thorny was there and Kate was there and God, there was a bunch of people there that night.
There was, I don't think Thorny was there. I think it was Roy, Kate, Luna? Well, yeah, Luna was, because Luna was playing with us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, Thorny was there because he occasionally reminds me of the story. So he was just quietly in the corner.
Oh, it is.
What's up?
He was just watching.
He
Spectating.
was like a background character, right? Or something.
An NPC.
Kate and Roy were playing like the crowd when we were. I think it was when we were being chosen to go to war.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I did have them do something since they were there. Audience participation. That was great.
That was
because
that really set the scene.
Yeah, because right after when I gave Wooden the spork.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when he was.
Do I just sound like a lot of different people?
Apparently.
This might be.
You know what? Sure. From now on, I am literally everyone you think of.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Except
That's
for
gonna
Luna.
backfire. Oh no.
Because you don't have the British accent. But
That's very true.
female British accent on Wuten's channel must be Luna.
That must be Luna.
Well, and also looking at the chat, Brian, yes, I have definitely made the same suggestion about Guti sounding like Tom Servo. No one here understood what that meant, though, so...
Great, not
Tom who?
From MST3K.
Yeah. Mystery Science Theater.
3000.
3,000. Alright. Looks like we are all back now here.
Yes.
I go
All
back
right.
into the abyss.
Oh,
Bye.
Bye.
Hopefully we'll see you soon.
We'll see you in a little while.
We will unbanish you from the Shadow Realm soon.
You know, it's more like a purple realm.
Cygnus, you want to know what my first you want to know what my first exposure to these two was?
Yeah?
You're gonna fucking cringe when I tell you this.
I'm listening.
It was their cameo in Sonic issue 52. The issue where they had where they were like robots, committing some kind of robbery or something.
Yep, I remember. Oh, fuck, I do remember that. God, that was so bad.
The weird ass noir.
Yes, yeah. And he starts off by chasing a pair of fucking pants, right? Disembodied pants.
Yes, and I'm like, so we're 2 episodes after what was apparently the Endgame saga, and now we're in a fucking whatever this is.
What
And
the
now
fuck
we have to do-
are the Sonic comics?
We don't know.
It was the 90s and Sega wasn't paying attention. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
The Sega pays attention.
I'm gonna reshare this just because.
In only the worst ways, Ebony. Trust me. and Guti, yes, I did see that, and I haven't responded because
the Endgame saga.
there just haven't
God.
been words.
Brilliant.
I know. It's just that I don't know why the YouTube just started recommending me these goose mods for 2B, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Fucking amazing.
The best one though is the City Escape screaming car mod. I was fucking dead when I saw that.
God.
And you know the best part of that whole thing is that the entire reason that City Escape exists in the form that it does is because the dev team from Japan went over to San Francisco for some of the initial pitch meetings, and they were so fucking mad at the miserable traffic in San Francisco that they decided that you could just kill every driver in San Francisco as Sonic the fucking Hedgehog.
Well, damn, alright.
As someone who has driven in San Diego and San Francisco, can confirm.
I can just bet. Fucking
Kichi.
London's bad enough, but...
On that note, Kichi can also attest to the traffic in San Francisco.
I hate it. With
awful.
passion, it sucks.
Mhm.
Where's San Francisco?
Northern California.
Oh, it's not its own state?
No.
No.
It
Ah.
is not its own state.
No.
No.
Not yet.
Driving there gives me anxiety. I hate it.
Yeah.
I sympathize.
It is a large city in California.
Oh, gotcha.
It's where BabsCon is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is there any particular thing that's bad about it? Is it like London, or
I've never
It's
been
just
to London, but
don't.
it's just. I mean, I'm going in August.
don't drive there? That's the.
I
That's
mean-
the big.
I think I could probably compare it with the traffic in Mexico City. That's awful.
You,
Oh yeah.
if you see a level 4 goose warning, turn the other way.
Mm-hmm.
I do not drive
Okay.
to or around Chicago.
Just don't drive.
Just
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, just teleport. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Seeing as I think we're all back.
Fly.
just
Yeah.
will your body into another location.
Yeet.
Perform a human transmutation from one point to another.
Exactly. Human translocation, if you will.
Mm.
I believe Ebony had a thing he wanted to do, if I remember right.
Yes.
So y'all can go ahead and do that here while I prepare.
Yes. So I'm gonna sober up a little bit with the panacea.
It works for 1 hour, and then you immediately go back to being drunk.
Yeah. So I've been meaning to ask. I keep hearing that name of yours, Ortrud, right?
Yep, that's the one. As I'm
What
just
a-
double fisting my needs.
What does that mean exactly?
Means that I come from a family that is known for its mercantile goods that go across the seas and the like. My family specializes in crafting of magic arms and armors, and ever since the Pronemias expanded their trade routes across between the Arcadian and Kyonan continents, it means that business has been booming for many a crafting noble, many in the trades as well, I should say. The only reason I haven't been shy about saying it is because I am doing exactly as the great Besmara declares one should do. Carve my name into the annals of history. And if I have to use more than a knife, you better rest assured I'm ready to use fire.
Oof.
Burn away the names of old. And if I can drag my family, if I can drag my father's name down in the course of the fires I would set, it'll just set me to the cackle all the harder.
So it's more like a business type of nobility.
You could say that, yes. And to that end, you could say that we are business ventures ourselves.
It's not just what I thought it would. I have no idea how this operates nowadays. I just know usually elves were part of their own kind of societies, and more often than not they were nobles and kind of regals, and I thought you could maybe I don't know, explain to me how that worked back then or how that works now. I've been always curious about that aspect.
Well, as long as elves tend to live, it just means that their reign remains he stumbles over those words from the Medes a little bit, just like their main names, remain. There we go. For many years across history, which only leads to their heirs to inherit them as well. So,
Such long-lived folk. Say.
And you know, elves, they're stalwart in their ways, meaning that evolution and progress isn't exactly a high priority. Unless it's just for the advancement of what they create, not in the way that they do it. And the way that they do it makes me want to burn the world they come from. Sorry, that's the alcohol talking, I think, at this point. But, never mind.
Well, it seems that I have not been missing much then.
Can't trust a noble. Unless it's me. Which, I guess you could say that I've sort of repurposed the meaning of it.
Well, if you're noble, you could say you might aspire to be the king of the pirates.
You know, I was given some thought. You know how, you know, that's something I would really like for myself, is with the freedom that I've been able to attain with a lot of you. I was thinking that maybe sometime in the future, is it just the three of us now talking, Wuten?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't want anyone chiming in with what I'm about to say here. I was thinking that... What?
That was just Aesop. That was it. Because I'm here, but I'm listening, but I'm also going. That's it.
Oh, from the alcohol. Okay.
He hasn't taken a polypurpose. No, he's gonna do that when we have to get up and leave, because otherwise he won't be able to walk straight.
I was thinking of giving ourselves a nice little place that we could call home at some point. So, if we're able to seize a sizable fleet, I was giving thought to perhaps Tidewater Rock.
You know that all of these places don't really mean anything to me, so I'm down with it.
It's going to take a little bit of building up to at some point, with building up numbers to seize something of such importance and something so well defended. But you could consider me a noble of that house, should we ever come to it.
Just
really rubbing in on all their filthy faces.
Just say the word.
Have to see when they comes to us. I need something to eat.
Yes, get some kebabs or something. Some tokoyami or something. I'm just speculating. It's going to be a long game. But for now, step at a time and one drink at a time, hey? Pats Aesop on the back.
Hey. Why don't we then just look for one of those Orchuda or pronomia folk and just sink their ship.
If we come across, it's with Visa Captain.
Maybe. I know that they I think they deal with the Argentum Trade Guild every now and then. But they're more of a universal group, if I'm understanding right.
You know what would be amazing? Just take one of their ships, just probably just leave the crew and then to go back to where you live from, and just paint on the sail something that says something like "Fuck you, Dad."
I think one day, if we keep the pace that we have, I'm sure that one day I'll think of something, some sort of message to send.
Hey.
But that's nothing I'll be able to do under the influence of two of these tall boys here.
You know, best decisions are made when you are drunk.
And the best decisions I've ever made is to go and get something from one of the skewers outside.
And gentlemen, here's to some good decisions, I say, holding up my double fisting.
Your double
Toast.
fisting. Nice.
Here's to good decisions.
I'll weakly hold up a hand that's empty to poke it with a fist because he's not holding it at the moment very well.
I'm gonna like use my tentacle to hold it a little bit more firmly for him, like helping a little bit, help him down it.
Perfect.
And I drink a polypurpose panacea, and I am now sober for an hour as we make our way out.
All
No,
right.
This will help a little bit.
So
Just make sure.
conveniently,
Let's make sure that I'm not on a bridge when it wears off.
so conveniently, as you're starting to make your way outside, it appears that the parade is beginning to gather itself. Valen, Hana, I'm gonna slide over to y'all real quick.
Yo.
Y'all are still available here.
I am gonna get several chickens on sticks, so I'm gonna spend my copper for that.
Perfect. It'll be 2 copper, and you'll get a free tankard of ale.
I get 2, and I'll figure something with the tankards later.
There you go. Perfect. You'll just
Actually, I can down them. I'll be sober for an hour.
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
Just feel it. I'll just feel it.
that is a problem for future Aesop to deal with.
Wait, does it stack up and just hits you all at once later?
Absolutely.
Essentially, you can act as if you're sober for an hour, but once that hour's done, you go back to whatever you would be at that point.
Yep.
So to be fair,
basically,
if you drank a whole bunch while you were under it, it would all hit you at once.
Yep.
Oh,
it will
God.
all hit you at once. All right.
Oh, Aesop, goodbye to your stomach lining.
Sliding over to Valen and Hana real quick here. As you're making your way around Founders Square, you see that people in various types of masks are beginning to gather around Founders Square as well. If you're curious about any of them, you are free to ask. Otherwise, someone somewhere will hand you a mask of the escapees. And you'll be able to put that on and join in the parade.
Okay, Valen, are we feeling like actually joining the parade, or would we prefer to just watch? And make good our escape now.
Valen looks to you. He basically looks to you and shrugs as if to say, "Your orders, Captain."
Yes, but she was requesting your input before she made a decision.
Well, I would say.
How about the input of the small child that is holding up the masks to the two of you?
Of course you had to hit me with children.
It's... Come on, will you come with us? We're going down to Tower's Planks, and it's gonna be a big celebration. It's a parade.
Hope you haven't been drinking. You know what? I won't ask that.
The child turns and points to the inscription on the statue. Be not as think as drunk you are.
I think this one was drinking during conception, Valen, but other than that...
I will ruffle his head and be like, well...
Take the mask.
Yes,
That leaves us with no choice.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Hey. And then
So this-
after
I'm
after you all take the masks, the kid just dashes off to join the parade. So, the way it works. Caden, so the person with the mask for Caden Kalian is leading the pack, and Thias is right there next to him. The escapees are joined in behind the herald, and behind the escapees are these people in ugly masks representing slavers. So, y'all have the masks of escapees, so we will slide y'all down to join in the parade festivities as they are passing by Kalian's keg. So as the party, as the rest of the party is making their way out of the tavern here, they'll see the two of you wearing masks in the crowd as it's making its way.
Sitting there doing my best to munch on several chicken sticks.
Yeah,
Chickens
I'm
on
trying
sticks.
Saphyrus has a stick o' chicken in his mouth, trying to help the other two, make sure they're standing up proper.
Alright.
Oh, I'm fine for the next hour, and Ulki took his earlier than me, so he's probably good for the next 30 minutes.
Oh.
So
Oh yeah,
Perfect.
yeah, we're good. They're
it's
all
just gonna
still
hit us all at once in an hour. So
Yep, yep.
We can drink all we want. We'll just regret it in about an hour.
Yep.
You two are looking surprisingly chipper.
The parade has already started?
It's about to.
Ah. I want to be sure to follow along and see where it goes.
Certainly.
Let's
Oh,
see who else-
please, misters, won't you join in?
Holds out masks to the three of you.
Well, seeing as I'm already wearing a mask, I'm not sure I need another one.
That's okay.
He'll pull out another mask that would normally fit a Tengu.
You can wear this one instead.
Why is that?
Well,
We got masks for every size fits all.
I guess he'll
Thank you, man.
spend a couple of minutes trying to fit the mask over his mouth.
Don't worry.
I am sorry, little one, but I don't think I can wear one. And I show him I really don't have any ears to put.
That's okay. This one goes around your head.
Oh,
It loops around the head.
Rather than over the
Yeah,
ears, it
rather
goes
than over the
around
ears.
the head.
Yeah.
and are there any other roles we can play? Maybe not slaves.
Oh, you're not slaves. You're escape. You're free.
Oh,
This one that he's offering you, Ulki, is of the role of the escapee. We are following after Caden and Thias as they lead us to freedom.
oh, I see. All right. And gonna a bit awkwardly put the mask on and give it's like a boy, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him 1 gold.
His eyes just like light up.
This is
You've
more
given him, like,
money
this-
than I've ever seen in my whole life.
Now don't go spending it all at once.
But it's only 1 coin. How could I? I have to get changed for that.
You know what? You're right. And I'm gonna take the gold and give him to, my 23 silver and 14 copper.
Oh. Okay, I'll just carry it here.
And he just like he folds his shirt up like into like a little pocket. He just carries all his coins in there.
Thanks,
You realise
mister.
You realise you've just made him the world's biggest target, right? In a den of pirates.
If anyone steals from him, I
Gee,
will
thanks,
rip
mister. I'll be sure to spend it in multiple places, thus increasing the general economy of our entire town. Thank you.
I'll also take it and put it in an investment portfolio.
I'll put it. I'll put it into
economically invested child.
I'll invest it in many different stocks and bonds and NFTs.
No, you want put it in an ISA, please.
Or 401k at the very least.
No, this kid is a crypto bro.
Please do not. Please, like. I suppose you could buy some GameStop stocks with it.
I'll invest in. He pulls out a coin and bites onto it. Bitcoin.
God damn it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well,
All right.
may want to put all
And he
that
just
in a little
scrambles
bag.
off. He scrambles off into the into the parade.
As best as I can when we're on the parade, I'm just gonna see no one mocks this kid.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I will keep an eye out for any other crewmates that are going to be part of the parade.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a perception check then, Aesop, as the rest of you begin to make your way down to follow the...
26.
26. You will see multiple members of your crew wearing both slaver and escapee masks. Cog, in particular, is wearing a slaver mask and is very intimidating.
Motherfucker.
Well, he's a follower of Skolas, and he's a pirate. Yeah.
So I'm close to the captain. I'm also keeping an eye for Sandra, and I do tell the captain, Sylph, just in case when's our mark comes about, I might just letting you know ahead of time.
If what comes about?
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. So, as you make your way to Terran's Planks, let's slide over here. All right. Yeah. Basically, once you've reached, let's see. Yeah. Basically, at the point you've reached Terran's Planks, the parade has sort of devolved into just a massive gathering of a loud party where everyone's playing music, drinking, dancing, and all that good stuff. And here, actually, the one that was wearing Caden Killian's mask will turn around and take the mask off, and he will give a deep bow to the rest of the partygoers, and
Thank you so much for indulging us in our Rum Punch Festival. For those of you from outside of town, I am Iatho Terran, the appointed mayor of Lillywhite and owner of this here Terran's Planks, our only lumberyard. Thank you so much for coming and enjoying our festivities, and may Caden Kalian smile upon you all.
And the lumberyard, after cheering Iatho Terran, is now just abuzz with hundreds of workers, revelers, and actors all gathered before a small wooden stage. Suddenly, a gunshot rings across the crowded square, and attention snaps to a sharply dressed woman who has climbed onto the stage holding a still smoking pistol.
So, you see a dark-skinned woman wearing a black festive mask, long brown hair, but it's a little bit sun-bleached, so it's kind of reddish-brown. It's got little gold stud pierced into her bottom lip, and when she starts talking, you can see she has one in her tongue as well. She's kind of on the tall side, about maybe 5'11", wearing a gray cloak, white halter top, which seems like it's been reinforced with some sort of light-colored metal, black pants. Carries a pistol that's in her hand, still smoking, and a rapier on her right side. And she looks over the crowd as everyone is finally silent, because before she was trying to speak over everyone and no one would shut up, so this was the best way to get everyone's attention. Greetings! I am Varosa Lenteri, captain of the Magpie Princess, and I would like to extend an offer. Lucky all of you. Recently, I've discovered the secret to finding the lost treasure of Captain Gemma Redclaw, and I'm looking for a group of competent individuals to help me secure it. Go to the God's Revel Inn down by the harbor. There, you'll need to find my bosun's table on the second floor. The first to get there will have the chance to receive an officer's share of Red Claw's gold. If you're looking for fame and fortune, or just want to prove your mettle on the high seas, don't let this chance pass by. And she raises the pistol and fires one more time and shouts, "Well, don't just stand there gawking, hop to it."
And let me introduce all of you. Captain Varosa Lenteri of the Magpie Princess. And with a moment of shocked silence as they hearken to her words, it's quickly followed by a riot of shouts as dozens of people rush out of the courtyard towards the God's Revel Inn. And that, my friends, is where we'll leave it for tonight. Thank you very much for tuning in here as we slide in some
intrigue.
Yes.
Whoa.
So, that will be for next time. You guys will have to win the race to the God's Revel Inn. Next time on Pirates of the Red Isles.
Kick in One Piece for its opening theme.
All right then.
Ah,
Yeah.
real good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad you.
Oh shit! It's actually our first treasure hunt as pirates.
Yes.
Treasure! Treasure!
At long last, treasure. So,
Finally.
until next time, where we join in on our piratey individuals here as they make their way to greater riches. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see all of you in the next exciting episode of Pirates of the Red Isles. Farewell for now.
Bye.